Go.
Okay, folks, welcome to the round 12 match of the day, coming to you from South Gawler. South Gawler hosting Willaston in a really important clash at this stage of the season. South Gawler clear on top of the ladder. Willaston in a real dogfight for second spot, tied with about 4 teams, only separated by percentage. And after a lot of rain, it's turning out to be a fairly nice afternoon here at Eldred Riggs Reserve. And both teams wearing their Indigenous Guernsey today, and we've just had a ceremony for Welcome to Country, which was magnificent. And yes, beautiful. The Willaston Guernsey, designed by Willaston player Sean Childs. There's a magnificent story behind that. He's managed to incorporate all the totems of the Indigenous players from the Willaston team. The eagle underneath the red chest area signifies both his and Michael Clinch's totem, which is from the area we now know as Seduna, which is for the Waranga people. And the goanna on the back is for Lee Sutton, which is from the... I can't recall the region. It's the Wiradjuri people. And the desert along the bottom is for the Mackenzie brothers from northern South Australia. So... and also the snake representing the animal totem for the Barossa and Gawler area, the red belly black snake. So great respect to Sean Childs for coming out with that design. He's a magnificent human being, Sean.
Good, Mike. Indeed it does.
And it's one of the best Indigenous Guernseys I've seen. I haven't had a real close look at the south one yet because we're behind where they are at the moment. But really looking forward to seeing that. Great respect these two teams playing to our First Nations peoples. And with me today in commentary, I've got Joe Cirillo.
Hello, everybody. How
and
are you today?
from Willaston, and Clayton Cameron from South Gawler. Good morning, good afternoon, guys.
Thanks for having
Thanks
us,
for
Mike.
having us, Mike.
And as you said, you're a cousin of Sean, so...
No, Sean's cousin helped him also.
Sean's
design the
cousin as
jersey.
well,
Yes,
okay.
Indeed. So
But
Sean
yes.
told me to say that for his cousin. So
Okay, I'll make sure he gets a mention in the papers during the week as well. But
Indeed.
really impressed with the respect these two clubs are showing to our First Nations people. And a really big round between these two teams, Clayton, with the the annual cup game.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's a big rivalry between South and Willaston. Probably hate each other a lot, so it's
the respect is
there's
still
yeah,
there.
the
But,
respect,
but
respect
showing
is
a lot
there.
of respect today for the Ahern family with the tragic loss many years ago
Yeah,
from
that's
Josh.
correct. That's probably been going around for 13 years now. That under
At least.
17. So yeah, it's
But
good.
yes, it's the road safety round because young Josh Ahern, a junior from South Gawler, was killed in a car accident many, many years ago, and both clubs have united to honour him and pay respects to the families and highlight crowd safety.
Yep. And we've got Jackson Press off half back.
So South Gawler got the first clearance, but looks to be coming back now. Willaston fighting through.
Elliott moves it on. Quick to Clark. Clark's in the forward line, and
He's
he's snapped at it.
snapped at it.
missed.
I've
Missed
just
wide.
missed. Really good effort there. He had a little bit more time than I think he realised, but good heat early. But Willaston pressing hard. They're coming off a brilliant win last week, which will have lifted their confidence. The comeback win against Kapunda, which of course featured that magnificent mark by Michael Howson, which was caught on camera by our own Sam Furler, the king of the audio-visual, who's managed to just get us online today. Well
The
done,
magician
Sam.
himself.
Good job.
As we see South coming back in.
You see Mackenzie.
We've got Pearson out in the wing.
South kicking to the outer side, which I think looks like could be the defensive wing today. So they're just trying to bottle it up over there and reset. Might be a good idea against the Willaston team full of run through the midfield.
They were told during the week what a big game this is. Match of the week, as we know. And they should be seeing each other off in the finals, I reckon, lads.
There is every chance. Willaston, that win last week has really brought them back into contention. If they'd lost last week, it might have been goodbye.
It was Andrew Drummond gave it a big talk on Tuesday night at training and saying what a great win it was. It sets you up for the week and look forward to the next game, which is a huge game. South's been really out on top.
Sam Walton trying to break through there.
I think that was Josh Walharder.
Josh Walharder.
Sorry,
yes,
Josh
Joshy
Walton,
Walharder.
the hero from last week's fourth
And,
quarter.
Burton's just kicked it out to Whitwer along the wing. And now to big Spider Everett.
Lachlan Everett, the big fella, chips it inboard.
Into Jackson Den.
Oh, well done, Tyson Earl, the captain.
Well
Takes the
cut
captain's
off.
grab, pumps it long into the forward line. We've got East. East fighting for it.
Smith has taken the mark.
Good mark.
Coming out wide.
We've got
to the
Fraser.
commentary position.
Got to hold them. We've got Harry Elbro coming at the pack. Get it on.
Harry Elbro was found fantastic.
Lockie Elliott
last
puts his
week.
body in.
And there is
Yes. Really physical in the clinches at the moment. These two teams, no love lost between them. And we expect to see a lot of big hits during the game.
And I think Joe can probably back me up on this. It doesn't matter if it's bottom versus top. It's always
a
game.
big grudge match.
Always a big game.
Always a big match.
Yes, no love lost whatsoever.
Go back a lot of years with the rivalry. I think we just got the edge on you there, Clayton, as
We
well.
see another ball up on the
Once or twice.
near wing. Willaston with a great tap there by Kurt Sizer.
And nice
coming
tackle by
down.
Jackson Dare on
And
Harry
on
Elbro.
Harry
Jacko
Elbro,
there with a
yes.
tackle. Is that Jacko's thing?
Yeah, he loves his hard balls, Jackson, actually. But might find him out the back later kicking a few snakes.
Sizer going up.
And South just with a quick clearance.
Michael Clinch places tackle to
Ooh.
Isaiah McKenzie. Straight
Great
on the
tackle
boot.
by Mackenzie.
Held up by
And-
the captain, Tyson Earlham.
Tyson Earlham, a real leader. Definitely, guys, loves being on the bottom of the pack.
Leads
We
from
see.
example.
The ball up on the half-forward flank for Willaston. Sizer with
Sizer
a
wins
clear
it out
tap.
again.
Whitworth
Wilbro
getting
couldn't
it
control
down.
it. McKenzie comes over the top.
sitting on that one like an egg.
Josh Whitwer trying to break through there, just couldn't get past the tackler.
Rockjewel again. Nobody gets it away, but
No one
Elbro
managed to
comes
get it
out
back.
with it.
Back. It's not bad. Ooh. And Pearson has taken a nice little mark off half back there. Looks out wide to Flynn Pisani and misses a kick and it goes out of bounds.
Rolls over.
And out of bounds on the outer side now. I think we might see a little bit of that with the wind pushing across the ground here at South.
I would say it's a 3-4 goal breeze, Mike.
It
out in the
could
middle.
be.
It feels pretty strong, quite strong in the middle.
It might be, but South always seem to be better at using the wind here. It's not the easiest place to figure it out.
Probably got away with one there, I think. Jackson Press. A bit late on the hit, but we'll take it.
We won't highlight that too much. Of course, Press not been as predominant in the goal kicking this year as he has for the last 2 or 3 years.
No, but he's actually just taken up a new role playing off half back and probably playing his best footy he's played since coming to South, so it's been good. Chappie's put it into him that he needs to play off half back and get some discipline. So
Pick up
And
by
a good
Riggs.
Pick up there. Willaston trying to go forward. Player was taken down without the ball there, and his umpires saw
Found
that.
a free kick to Willaston.
Yes, that was definitely
We've got
there.
Zach East.
That was the
from
one that I
50.
was talking
fair
about.
leg on him, doesn't he, Joe?
He was taken down after he let go of the ball. Drives it
Yeah,
forward.
he's a massively. He's gone for Mackenzie.
Mackenzie just
back
put the
onto
ball
his
down, but he's
left.
managed to
He's-
get it back.
He's goaled it.
He has
Well
nailed
done.
that just over the fingertips of the South defender. Mackenzie with a brilliant goal to get the Donnybrook started.
At the 5-minute mark of the first quarter.
You got your clock on? Yeah.
Isaiah Mackenzie, an absolute excitement machine, one of the most exciting players in the BLG. And he was brilliant last week, one of the real catalysts for Willaston's big win. See, South Gawler really haven't had an impact in the ruck contest yet, so we'll see if Kurt Sizer from Willaston can get his hands on another one here and keep the momentum going. Umpire comes in now, rolls it up.
Go again.
And Sizer with a
gets it away
clear
again.
tap.
Elliott coming in.
Elliott
Strong
coming
through
off the
body.
wing, able to
Kicks it
clear
out to half forward. We've got Mackenzie. Harrison Mackenzie. Caught.
And that's a nice
Caught,
tackle from
unable to get
Jackson.
rid of the ball. Really was quite happy to take that tackle then.
Held it up
and
well.
Stop the ball there. I think that was a very smart move. If he'd gotten rid of it, South had an
Got
easy
Sizer to
clearance.
the tap again.
Yeah, Golding out to Dare. That's a nice duo and straight to...
And here we go, Max Fraser.
Willaston setting up well behind the ball, which they did last week. It's a clear instruction.
Long leg, half forward, forward pocket for Willaston.
And we'll have a boundary throw in the side the forward 50 for Willaston. But yes, you can see several players behind the ball for the Donnybrooks, including the big ruckman Sizer just drifting back.
And there's is that a free kick? Patrick White.
Yes.
Umpires found
Cross
someone.
goal to Jackson Dare.
Coming
Jackson's
out
out
this
this Spider
side
Everett
now.
on the wing here.
Is he going to make up? He's too far in front of him.
Lachlan Everett taking a strong mark there.
Back inside of
Chipping
Dare.
back in. Barely 15.
Racking him up a bit here, Jackson.
I don't think the ruler was applied on that one.
You wouldn't want to buy real estate off that.
No,
umpire.
not that
Joe,
umpire.
as a real estate agent,
I was rather
what would you
short.
think?
Not enough
And
land.
Klinsky has taken a nice
Not enough
mark
to build on.
right in front
Not
of
enough to
us.
build a dog kennel on.
And a good strong mark
Michael
taken
Clinch,
right in front of
one of
us.
the stalwarts of Willaston,
by
pumps it
Michael
in long.
Clinch, one of the superstars, one of their Indigenous superstars, who is represented on their Guernsey today.
We've got Wald Hutter taking it to ground, comes out.
Jackson Dare out to Golding again.
Golding unable to
So a
keep
bit
his
of a
feet.
slippery
Isaiah
surface.
tackling him, coming out with the ball. Elliot has a
Little
pass.
chip in the pocket.
It's pass
That
to
is a
Olive.
brilliant little
Petrialis.
That is a magnificent kick. He weighted that perfectly on the outside of the boot. That's very
Ollie
hard
plays
to do.
on, and he's goaled it.
Petrohalis.
Petrohalis been one of the pickups this
Second goal
year.
for the day for the Willaston. And Petrohalis, a really good goal kicker early in the year. He's in
It's
the
shown
mid
that.
to high
He's
teens
up
already.
there in, I would say, in the top 10 goal
He is
kickers.
Willaston's best goal kicker for
I
the
think
season.
just behind Mickey Housen.
No, he's actually kicked more than
He's
Mickey.
kicked more
Yes,
now,
I had
Mike.
the stats last week. I don't have them with me today, but he was.
Wow.
I think he was definitely Willaston's leading goal kicker.
He
Mickey
knows where
Housen's been a little quiet on the scoreboard.
he's
That
taking
mark-
those marks, I
the
guess.
mark
He's
was
too high in the
what we're
sky.
all
Is
excited
he,
by.
Is he a junior, Joe, or is he?
He's a first player,
Yep.
first year player. I think he was one of Jarman's boys that
I think he's a
came
recruit.
out.
Oh,
a
right,
recruit,
okay,
yeah. So first season at Willaston,
As we are
enjoying
back to
his
the middle.
time, and he can play football.
And Kurt Sizer up high again. Didn't quite get the tap as Chris James, the veteran ruckman from South Gawler, got the tap.
Matty Norman, one of Mike Teakle's favourite commentators.
Absolutely. Yes, he's been in your chair before, Clayton. He did pretty well. You've got a bit to live up to.
Yeah, that's it. Big
Got
shoes
Fry
to fill,
kicking
and
it
I
out.
think Ashley Fry's just kicked that.
Big ego to
25
match.
He's found touch at centre
Yeah,
wing.
Matty's got me with a bit of speed as well, I think. So I've got. He might just have me on the upper hand.
Well, we'll see how you go by the end of the game. And Willaston just looking to hold that ball in. We're going to see a stoppage on the outer wing.
I think today's game
James
will be
with a
about
clear
pressure.
tap.
Clayton, I would say it's a pressure game again.
Oh, for sure.
Both
yeah.
sides have got quality and skill.
Ball's going to be very
It's a matter of
slippery
who-
out
Who
there.
can hold the pressure the longest?
Correct.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Correct.
As we've stated before, it's not really about where teams are on the ladder. It's just like
The pressure you
between
bring
these
to the
two games.
day.
Yeah, that's right.
Mackenzie getting
good
it in
pick
the
up in the
centre for
middle of the ground
Willaston.
there.
Passes it off to Fry. Fry goes long. He finds
Elbro.
Helbro.
It's a nice
Elbro,
contest.
keep your feet.
And Jackson Press has kicked that off the ground, and Matty Norman.
That was very impressive by
Bailey
Press.
Zobel. Flynn Pisani out the wing. On
With
the outer
another
wing.
10-metre kick. Leading player from
got
South
Jaden
Field
Gurney,
there.
young fella. Nice kick out to Chris James. About
And big
45
Chris
metres
James out in the pocket.
First time we see South go into
Wheeled
attack.
around and throwed away.
out. Here's Whitworth.
Looking for a one-on-one. Josh Whitworth, the leading goal kicker for the Lions for the year with 23 goals.
Yep, no, he's definitely found the scoreboard a lot this year, Josh.
Yes, he's definitely been more impactful this year in terms of goal kicking, but spinning the best players regularly for the Lions.
Yep.
He is one of the stars for South.
Pisani. Just taken over by, I think that is Fry.
I believe it is, yes. Working their way off the ground.
And we'll have a throw in deep in South Gawler's forward pocket. The first time that they've really been down there today. But we are very early in the game.
Pisani again.
I'm down,
probably
tackled
nearly
by
taken his
Mackenzie.
head off, I think.
Yes, free kick paid.
Still on his shoulders.
So
Oh,
he'll
he
be
ducked
taking
that
a
a bit,
shot
I
on
think, there,
goal.
Clayton. I think he rode that one.
Maybe a bit of
Nearly.
Joel Selwood about that, you think,
Maybe a
Joe?
bit of the drop of the legs. Yes, indeed.
It's nearly been decapitated.
Calm down, boys. I'm not going to step between you. We've already discussed I'm not a fighter.
Oh, wow. But there'll be a bit of fire out there in the belly.
Coming in now. He's going to be kicking from about 30 metres
Pretty
out
tough
on
kick. I
a
think he's
fair
facing the
angle.
breeze a bit.
He's
Right
hooked
into
it.
the teeth of the breeze.
This is to the near side.
Just drifted it a little bit, didn't he, Clayton?
Yes. No, it was a tough kick. The breeze is blown across the ground here. And
He's kicking right into it as
yeah,
well.
It always seems to be no matter what the weather is at South Gawler, there's goal scoring end is always the scoreboard end.
It's a strange place to be kicking out at the netball court end here at South
that's
Gawler.
it. It's an unknown.
Even
They
though
go
the
long.
posts are straight now.
Comes off to Earlham. Earlham
quite
sends
tough.
it in.
An officer takes a nice mark across half-back.
He's giving you a real veteran presence across half-back this year, officer.
It's been good. Offie is like a new recruit, basically.
I even saw him kick a goal earlier in the year.
We see Riggs, young Riggs. He's going to pump it in long.
Going deep.
Who's there
the
for
Donnybrook.
Willaston?
No one at the fall of the ball. And
Officer
South
picks it
Gawler are
up
able
and
to
cleans
recover.
up.
And again,
Kicks it out to
They've done that quite
one
often,
of the Schluter favourites,
have
Patrick
brought it-
White.
right across the goals again. South have done that.
And
quite
good,
well.
strong mark. The beautiful pass.
Yes, nice kick from Patrick White out to Hamish Smith.
Good
Go short
Good
again. We've got Mackenzie. We've got Wald Hutter now coming up with it. Puts it onto his left. Zach East coming in. Looks up. Pass it off to
Walton.
Sam Walton, the male
Sam
medalist.
Walton.
And he's goaled
He
it.
has kicked the goal, the veteran.
Sammy Walton.
And
The
just copped
veteran
the
has
spray
goaled it.
He's
of
copped
give
the
it off from the
spray,
bench,
given it off,
but
but he's
that
kicking
was
straight
just
through the
before the
middle.
ball went through for a goal. Sam Walton, a bit of me time for the legend.
We've got Deacon Davis coming on. He's had a really good year as well, Davis.
He's a good young player, isn't he?
He really gets into it head and all. He puts his body behind it. And considering he's only 19, 20.
Yes, he's been a good product of the Willaston
Of
Junior
the junior
system,
football program,
which
indeed. He's
I
coming
have
out
to say, I've always been very impressed by Willaston's junior program and the way they develop their players.
They have got a very strong 17s pass and history for their final success.
Really good culture throughout the junior ranks at Willaston, the way they come through. South have that as well.
Yep,
A lot of kids have come through the den here at South Gawler.
We've had very successful.
As Willaston
juniors.
clear out of the middle again.
I think your boys won it last year,
Just a
Clayton
quick
in the under
fumble.
17s.
That's right. Yeah, we've been.
Hard
Willaston
game against
pumping it
Barossa
in
that
long.
was as well.
Yeah,
Comeback
Straight
win.
through the hands of
Here we
East.
go. We've got Sam Walton again
he's
hitting the
inside the
post.
post.
Maybe he should have given it off that time.
He had a bit of time maybe and chances.
Sammy Walton, the veteran, on fire early.
Bailey Zobel bringing it out from fullback. He probably looked to play on, get a nice stat here, and he has.
He has. Looking to drive it
He's kicked it
long.
about 40 metres out to Brody Hudson.
That's a very good idea. Hudson, one of the
Gurney.
biggest men on the field.
Gurney over to Pisani. Pisani's got some speed. Got him with a nice little trap there. Probably a throw.
Well
Probably
tackled.
a throw. You cheering against South Gawler at the moment.
Just you got to see how it is.
See how it is. That's the way.
I like the honesty.
And you got Jordan Tippins out in the wing here. Taking Matty Norman
South
again.
looking to use their speed and open up some space.
Chris
Deep
James
ball
with a
into
nice
the
mark.
forward
Too
line.
tall,
Chris James with
too
another
big.
big mark. That's 2 marks inside the forward 50 for James. Willaston are really going to have to look at that matchup. He's
Yeah, he
big,
takes a-
strong.
Takes a very nice mark up forward, James. And
I would say pound for pound, he would be one of the strongest players on the field.
yes, I reckon. Yes, he's in a very much like a swingman role. He could go back as well and do the same thing. He's saved us a few games in recent years, so
And one of the more experienced players in the competition. Played a lot out on the Adelaide Plains before coming to South Gawler.
yeah, and it's actually his 100th game today for
Oh,
South
is it?
as well. So hopefully
Good
he can
job.
kick a sausage.
And he's
missed it.
He's
pulled
dragged
that
it.
to the left,
he's
Yeah,
dragged
he's had
it.
but he is looking ominous early. And also Dean Cutting's birthday today.
Yeah, and Cutto's actually away on holiday, so him
So
Might be
he's
tuning
missed
in,
the
he might-
chance to celebrate his
kick
birthday
a few on
with a home game.
his birthday. I mean, he's
He's
kicked
kicked a
plenty
lot of
this
points
year.
this year.
Yeah, but that's all right. He's kicked plenty of goals as well, so that makes up for it.
Okay,
Sean Childs bringing it out.
bring it out for Willaston. We've got Wild Hunter has held it up.
Burton.
But
over to
Gawler
Whitwer.
South have
scrapping
brought it
the
out
ball
again.
forward.
And you got Golding.
Great
On
little
his
pass there
own.
from Whitwer.
Golding over to Benison and just drops some mark over the boundary.
Probably a push in the back.
Kelpie.
16 minutes gone in the first quarter.
16 in.
Already halfway through.
Been a pretty good quarter so far. On the Grant Burge Wine scoreboard, Willaston currently 3-goal 2-20, leading South Gawler 2 points.
It's a free kick to East.
So a 3-goal lead for the Donnybrooks.
Zach East in the back
Two-thirds of the way
pocket.
through the opening term.
Goes long.
That's a massive
He's gone for the
kick
size
coming
of
out
being
the
held.
fence. But Chris
Taken up by
James, the
Brody
roadblock,
Brody
taking
Hudson,
another
that
big
was,
grab.
yeah.
Oh, Brody Hudson, sorry.
Hudson, centre wing.
He goes deep
Looking
into
out
that
to
pocket.
Whitler.
Coming over, got Fraser, hand passing it off to
Trying to
Petrahalis.
mark from
Petrahalis to
behind.
Clinch. Clinch coming through. Getting a bit tight, and we've got
Oh.
Vitnall
Just didn't hit that quite right.
Ran out of room there.
looking for the late bump, but it wasn't there, unfortunately.
Patrick White bringing the ball back to. Oh, what's going on here?
Oh, we've got a mix-up with
They're
the
bringing it back
umpiring.
to where the ball actually went out, I think.
Whitwer bringing the ball back in for the Lions, kicking still about 20 metres out in front of goal, the hot spot. And no
Ball's
one
coming
touched
out.
that ball. It went straight through the contest.
And it's been rushed
And
through.
been rushed through for a point.
behind.
So the Lions go to 3 points, trailing Willaston 3-2-20 on the Grant Birch Wine scoreboard.
Sean Childs to bring it in for Willaston.
Sean Childs, of course, being one of the best recruits in the last
Good
15
leg.
years in BLG football, and with his longevity and the quality he's delivered for his club. One of the best people to come into the league as well.
Ex-Sturt player, I think, as well.
Yes,
Mike
that's
was at the
correct.
Double Blues there for a while.
Yes. But he's been a great asset for the Willaston Football Club.
Great example, great
Ball smothered.
Great human being.
human being, lovely person, very good ambassador for the club.
As we see the ball play on the outer side now, which we're going to see quite a bit of today with the wind blowing across the ground.
We've got East driving it forward again. Sizer flicks it on. Probably just seen the tempo slow down a bit in the last couple of
Yes.
minutes, I
A
would
bit of
say,
heat off the
boys.
game for a little bit,
Yes.
Everyone's sort of settling in.
Just a bit of feeling each other out early, just a few jabs.
That's right.
Feeling.
James taps it down to
Petralis got the quick kick away. Straight to Captain Earlham. Earlham to Waldhutter. Waldhutter finds Petrahalis on the forward pocket. Back to Waldhutter. Waldhutter stops, pops,
foot.
kicks long. And
And he
he has
is a beautiful
goaled it. He's
There you
goaled
go.
on his left.
off one step.
45
balance.
out. Great
That's a
goal.
magnificent kick.
Well worked around. They shared it round till the time was right.
A lot of patience shown by Willaston there, Joe.
There was composure in such a hot moment, but cool heads prevailed.
And Willaston making a change now with the big ruckman Chris James coming to the bench.
Yep. And you got Lockie Arnold coming on, and Flynn Pisani as well.
Lockie
Playing
Arnold, of course, the son of Central District big man Damien Arnold.
Correct. Yep. That's right.
I'm a
Wow.
big fan of this young fella. I think he's got
Yeah.
a lot of raw potential.
Oh, he's been very good for us.
Got a bit
this
of
year,
craft to
yes.
learn, but his leap with his basketball background is fantastic.
Definitely jumps over him.
We've got Zach East in the ruck for the Donny Brooks.
And clear
first
tap
hands
for
on
Loses out
Arnold.
to Arnold.
And there's another touch as well.
Put his hand in and kicking in danger paid his
Oh,
Jackson
against
there gets one
Willaston.
out the back.
South flicking the ball on quickly, going to
Now
that
to
outer
Tippins.
side. Tippins with a lovely mark, stretching over his shoulder. Drives the ball
Just looking
long.
for Whitwer.
Whitwer probably being out-muscled in that contest.
Yeah, there's sort of. I reckon Clinchy's come across for a nice chop out there.
nice spoil.
Yep.
Held the ball up.
Probably a little bit of rivalry between Clinchy and Whitwer. Two of the most smooth players in the BLG.
Two wizards in their own work.
Absolutely. They're the reason that you pay to come in and watch a
See the
game like
excitement.
this.
So-
Right. And Golding up to Dare.
Free kick found.
And Golding's going to
I
have
think
a shot
Elbro
for
came in a
probably
bit late on that
50
one. South have got a
South
shot
Gawler's way.
about
Might have
45,
been
50
for a
out, I
legging.
would say.
Yeah, nah, I think it was in the back. I reckon.
In the back?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't quite see it from this
Nah, I
angle.
missed it. I only seen the
I think,
other
yeah,
one,
it
but
looked in the back.
Yeah.
Bit late.
Golding's normally a pretty good kick, so hopefully he can slot this one for a sausage roll.
It feels like the breeze dies down, Clay, and then the next minute you get a bit of a gust
Yeah,
coming through,
it's,
just as now.
South
So
Gawler
he's
doctor.
yeah, the doctor.
Doctor of what?
Yeah,
Absolute windy.
he's got onto it. He's holding up, as you can see in the breeze, but
It's always gonna
Big
be a
comes to
bag.
ground and rushed through. No, no, it's brought out.
alive.
Another throw in deep in South Gawler's forward area.
South just keeping the ball in there, waiting for the wall to crack. A lot of pressure on the Willaston back line at the moment. Last week they were very good. They managed to repel Kapunda repeatedly.
Hudson, nice tap.
Come run through. Clinch held him up. It's come to
Tippin's at the bottom of the pack there, I think.
and Fry's wearing him like a glove. Good battle.
Fry just looking for someone to take him to the bowl so he can get a kick.
And Norman.
Oh, he's
Norman
got the opportunity and
he's kicked a sausage roll.
Real
He's goaled it.
opportunist-
Yeah, he
opportunist
has.
goal there from Barch. Norman gave it off, which
Two blokes that love kicking sausages inside 50.
a lot of sharing there. I'm not sure that's their normal thing, is it?
I don't think Matty was passing that. I think he slipped over.
We got-
I don't think he'd be passing from there if he had his opportunity again.
That'd almost be worth a fine, wouldn't it?
Yes. And that's actually 23 minutes gone in the first quarter.
And South's first goal, 1 goal 3 to
Yes.
South, 4 goals 2 to Willaston.
On the Grant Burgewine scoreboard here in the match of the day from South Gawler. You're watching BLG football. Beautiful quality game so far. Two teams in the top half of the ladder going at it.
We got Zeus bringing it out himself, rucking and roving. Davis comes in, scoops it up, straight to Riggs. Riggs is running at 50. He's running towards goal. He goes long, and he's bottled it. He
beautifully.
has goaled it. Lovely goal, Willaston.
He had absolute confidence there. There was no way he was thinking about doing anything
He
else.
wasn't missing
Joe.
that. What a pickup he's been as well, Mike, from North Adelaide Football Club.
He's been a wonderful pickup and just contributing well every week, getting better too.
Showing signs every week, Mike, indeed getting better and falling right into place on the wing.
But the way he ran through 50 there, absolute confidence. He knew exactly what he wanted.
He
wasn't
knew what he
looking for an
wanted and
option.
what he was going to get, and he got it.
You're not passing off with the wind behind you there, I don't think.
No, not at all.
And even Clayton Cameron wouldn't have passed from there, I don't think.
Nah, I might have not made the distance, but I definitely wasn't passing
No
off.
Definitely
passing.
would have had a shot though.
Oh, for sure. Kicked a nice
You never
helicopter.
know if you never go.
Exactly right.
Here we go, ruck up again. In the centre.
Arnold and Zach East again.
Who can win this one? We've got
Arnold getting
Arnold
up
gets
high,
slight
getting his
tap
hand on
away.
the ball, but no clear
Zeus
win.
back to it, gives it out the hands. Scraping play, got Lockie Ellick running in, takes a heavy knock. We've got Harry Elbrow taken high, yes. I think it was taken high to Elbrow.
Really putting his body on the line there.
Quickly playing on, wants to get it on, wants to move it on.
Jackson Press. Ooh.
We've got
Ooh.
Sammy Walden a bit late.
Okay, the mark. Ooh.
Bit late from Walden.
Little bit late and a 25-metre penalty. I think, yes, that is Kaylan Sullivan, the umpire there, in good position. I think that's worthy of it. It was a late hit and it was to the head.
Bit of an overkick. We've got Riggs running onto it.
Spasani.
He's giving
Spasani
it
out to
out.
Smith.
Oh, well done,
Smothered.
Riggs. He's smothered the
Riggs has
hand
got
pass. He's
back.
on the bounce. One bounce down the wing.
Brings the ball
Comes into
inboard.
Petrohalis on the 50 for Willaston.
Taking
Looks
a strong
up,
mark,
looks up.
playing on.
He's putting it in long. We've got Housen looking. And that's all he's doing because it's gone through for a
Just
goal.
Housen looking, can I get on someone's shoulders?
He was looking for his shoulders, but he didn't need to.
He needed to be on 3 lots of shoulders.
He's goaled that Petrohalis. Good work out the centre. Willaston moved it out quick, got it on.
And the Donnybrooks looking very strong here in the opening quarter.
6-goal first quarter.
You did
Said it was
So
a
far-
breeze,
worth
Joe, you
3 or
lied
4
to us.
goals.
Sorry?
He said it was a 4-goal breeze. It's been
Oh, it looks like 6 goals. No, it's not all the breeze, Clayton. But I think there's no breeze out there actually now.
And as a real estate man, it's location.
Always location. You can't make more land, but you can always make a house.
correct.
But
And yes, if you are watching and you are looking to buy real estate, Ray White Real Estate.
Joe Strillo,
will be
Ray
able
White,
to help you out.
Craigmore at Craigmore, specialising in the northern suburbs and the most affordable area in the Adelaide metropolitan area. So if you're looking for that home investment, we're here for your needs.
Business cards be sent out in the post.
In the post or email.
Or you better pop in and see the handsome Joe Strillo in the office.
Thank you, Mike. And there'll be a discount to all people that come from this commentary.
Burns got a free kick there.
I'm not contributing to that.
Burn out to Whitwer. With
South
McKenzie.
Gawler going forward.
There's a free. I think someone's given a free away
I
to
believe it might be going Willaston.
to Isaiah McKenzie in
Yes,
the
it's being held in that marking contest.
in the back pocket. Always looking. Switches play right across goals.
It's adventurous.
We've got Zach Mavogel, first game last week from the reserves, and
Played
he's
very
really
well last week,
showed well.
early
He
in
did
particular.
step up. We've got Riggs again, racehorse
running,
Riggs.
He's got a mile
2
out there.
bounces. Looks up, goes short to Elbrow.
Elbrow's got
Elbrow
it back.
plays on quick. Looking up, 1 bounce. He's on the 50. He passes to Waldhardt, who takes it safe, brings it to
It's an
ground.
interesting kick. It was a real chip kick. Put it in the air. Waldherter went up and brought it down. But Riggs has got a mile to working out on that outer wing.
He's working it well.
I think he saw the sign at the gate, Eldred Riggs Reserve. He's playing it as his
He's
own.
playing with pride as well.
Plenty of room out on that wing. If you
He's
get it.
used it several times, as we've seen. He's taken a couple of bounces on a wet oval. It's bounced
Lee
back.
Macris used to have a lot of room out on that wing.
Yep. Nah.
Used to set up his hot dog cart out there, I think.
We've got Waldhutter from about 48.
And I think
And he's
missed today.
just
Far
offline.
side, but made the distance with ease. And
As the goal
Willaston
umpire, Wilbur Rolton, is
making
signals of the-
most of the running here in the opening quarter. They go to 6-4 on the Grant Burge Wine scoreboard.
We've seen South bring it wide and do it again.
We got Whitworth to Dare.
Whitworth's moved back and doing the kick in now. Looking to find a bit of stability. South Gawler,
Yeah, just probably change it up a little
calm things down a bit.
bit. Yep.
Long kick.
Dare down the wing with Gurney under it. Probably the smallest bloke on
Good,
the ground.
strong
Same
mark.
there.
Only one up.
That's it. Got to want it.
He's
He's brought into the
bitten off
centre.
the kick into the centre, and Fry wraps up his South opponent. And switching to
Burton
the
out
outer
to
wing now.
Zobel.
Going out to the Riggs wing.
He's got a mole to himself.
Plenty of options there. We got Pisani. Pisani
coming
going
back
back
into the middle.
Officer. A bit of a dangerous
Very
kick back.
dangerous
Yeah,
kick.
that's-
Officer just managing to pull down that mark
Fortune
before
favours the
company
brave,
arrived.
they say.
Indeed.
And
Officer into
Officer
Norman.
with a very low bullet pass.
That's our SA footballer man, Matthew Norman, commentary guest.
Oh, Michael Clinch ever
There.
reads it so well, but no,
Very-
there's a free. A
poor
push out.
in the back
Was it
there.
a push out?
Yes, was definitely there. It was probably not ideal.
We've
It
got
was
Tippins
a bit rough.
bringing it in short, just over the top a
Missed the
bit.
target, but
again.
he's Dare's picked that
Oh,
up on
great
the
left
run.
foot. Oh, touched on the line.
Oh, that is brilliant desperation from the Willaston defender there. Joe, could you see who that was?
I didn't see actually who it was,
I
sorry.
think it was that young fella you were talking about just before.
May Vogel
Yes,
Mavogel,
that's
Zach
the one,
Mavogel.
Yes.
Second gamer.
was one of the best players on ground in the first quarter for Willaston last week, and again, he's had some vital touches here.
He's got a lot of promise, the young fella. We've got Housen making a tackle.
And now
And here we've-
running into the open goal.
We've got Sammy Walden going long into goal square. Nobody's there, and he's gone
Missed
just across
He's
the face of it.
bounced that
Dribbles
across
over
the
for a
goal.
point.
Hungry Sam.
Then we got Jackson Dare from South Gawler bringing the football in.
They're bringing it
The other
long.
wing.
Oh, and he's found him out. He's plucked him out.
A quick handball off.
Sobel to Gurney. Gurney
Tyson going up for the tap.
might have just
And
gone
he's-
off.
for
Might
the
have got a bit
A
contest.
bit more than he could chew
Bit
there.
too high, maybe.
Norman to Burton.
Burton been a big pickup for the Lions this year as
he's
well.
been
South's
tremendous
moved
form.
it on.
Districts.
Yep.
Kicked some
We've
goal-
got Clark coming in for a
goals
great
early in the
tackle.
year.
Wraps him up well.
He's definitely racking them up with the touches and goals. I think he had 38 one week and kicked 6. It's a bit silly.
We've got
That was a good
Waldhutter
three
coming
one,
off for
I believe.
Vitnall.
Yeah.
Dylan Vitnall coming on for the Donnybrooks.
Burton again.
A big hook back across.
And centers
Right on the
it.
hot spot.
Swore it there.
We've got Riggs making a contest about his running through. He's
And another
And
good
there's
play
quarter
from Wilson
time.
on the goal line. And we'll be back for the start of the second quarter.
Right, guys, is that all right? Is that all right? Too close? Okay. Just pull it back here. Beauty. Enjoying it. Thank you, Mike.
Elder Riggs Reserve, South Gawler taking on Willaston in a marquee matchup. And at quarter time on the Grant Burge Wine scoreboard, Willaston 6-goal 4-40, leading South Gawler 1-goal 4-10 in what's a bit of a boil over at the moment.
You wouldn't have thought it'd be a 5-goal difference.
No, but you did claim it was a 4 to 5 goal breeze, Joe.
It
so
did.
We'll give you that.
And we were with the breeze in that quarter, the
And we
Donnies.
have some scores from around the grounds. Currently, Tanunda at Barossa Districts. Barossa Districts 2-goal 4, leading Tanunda 2-goal 2. And at Newry leading Anguston 5-goal 2 to 1-goal 2. And Kapunda 15 points, leading Freeling 4 points in that game.
Wow. So
some interesting results
very
around the league.
interesting results there.
But this one probably the biggest upset. And although probably not when you think about it, earlier in the year Willaston did have the wood on South Gawler in this match-up earlier in the season.
Got Arnold out to Whitwer. Whitwer's bragging through. Nice kick.
They brought out Fraser, stops it. Fries gets it onto the left straight
Right
away.
back out to
We've got
Spider
Vitnell.
Everett.
Vitnell hold him up.
Spider Everett with the raking left foot. He's a nice recruit for South Gawler this year.
He's going across
into the grid.
goal.
Bit early
Everybody
fly.
lost it there, but we've got Fraser coming out with it again. Bit of a
Just
scrub up.
shanks that a little bit.
Sani
Puts
getting
it
the
on.
ball. Jackson Dare racking up another disposal on the hard yakkers and kicks it nice to Golding. Nice little duo there.
Daniel Golding be kicking
Can't do much
from
as
a tight
a
angle.
defender when they're laced out in front.
It's probably a really tough spot to kick from at South Gawler, Clayton.
Oh, depends who you
Probably
are.
the toughest pocket.
I reckon it's probably the easiest pocket to actually kick a goal from, if I'm honest, because you can actually see the full set of sticks. Golding normally a very good kick in front of goal. And I don't think Wilbur has moved there, and that's straight through the middle.
The boys behind goal thought it was pretty good. So
Start
South Gawler with the
and I think Devin
first
Chaplin
blood.
would have asked for.
Yes, there would have been a bit of question from the players at quarter time.
Yeah, South Gawler desperately needed that is an understatement.
Correct.
And Josh Whitwer into the midfield, probably a really big move. He was pivotal in that clearance. That's something we haven't seen so far today.
Yeah, no, loves getting his hands on the footy wits. And, one of the leaders of the club, so he definitely needs to be in there to drive us. It's good.
And
We've got Andrew Drummond not too happy about that goal.
no.
It was a bit too quick.
Hopefully the microphone didn't pick that up clearly.
We've got the beep button here, Mike.
No, we don't, but football's
Don't
a
have the beep
passionate
button.
game and people at home can understand this.
Okay. We've got Waldharder coming out, bring it on his left, out of the centre, straight to
Big
Petra
kick
Harless.
forward.
Patrick White.
South
Patrick
Gawler
White
there
to
to
Jackson
clear up.
press. Clears the ball out.
Down the outer wing.
Fry collects.
The Riggs
But
wing.
Been
It's a little
tackled.
Nudge in the
Bit
back.
Bit of a nudge
bit
in the
of a
back to
push there.
Fry.
And Ash Fry, the veteran midfielder from Willaston, picks up a free kick. He'll drive the Donny Brooks forward. Goes down the line.
We've got Zeist in front, punched
Spoil from
away.
Hannah Smith. With Flimpasani kicking an air ball there. And we got an out of bounds on the wing.
Punched out of bounds.
Another throw in on the outer side. I think we might see a fair bit of that in this quarter as the teams sort of settle down their pace a little bit. They've felt each other out in that first term, and they might be willing to just go back into their shell for a little while.
We see Isaiah McKenzie bring it out, looking straight to Riggs again. Riggs,
On the Riggs
goes. Pumps it in long into the forward line. We've got Earlham spoiling.
Pearson picks it up.
Looking to clear, goes
Chisler
down the line.
kick down to Whitwer.
I think today, boys, the ball's going to be a lot on that side of the oval, I would say. We haven't seen much of it on this side.
Definitely, with the wind blowing across.
Both coaches will be telling them to probably press it that way.
It's probably the better conditioned wing as well at the moment, with a bit of rain around.
We've got Clinch reading it better than anybody else.
Yeah, there's not too much action over there during the week. And
a bit of an overkick by Clinch.
Jackson Degg with another touch.
That's a very good ball
kicks
into
it
the
straight back
line.
to Daniel Golding. This is
Daniel Golding unmarked, and that's really poor by the Willaston defence. He's not a big man, but you can't leave him open like that.
We've got South lining up for their second goal of the quarter.
And that was a bit of a kicking error there, and Jackson Degg.
It just shows you, Clayton, how quick it can overturn and punish a side.
Oh, for sure, yeah. No,
Golding coming in now.
And
puts it on the boot, and he's very happy with that.
No, you're right, Joe. It's football is a game of inches at times, and if you miss that slightly,
you
you
put that through for a sausage roll.
I've been on the receiving end of a few where you kick it
Golding,
across.
another goal.
It doesn't make you feel good, no.
No.
But it can happen that quick, and it's 3 goals in it now.
So South storming back into this contest, and that wind not really favouring this end as such, but across the ground, and it does have a slight advantage to it. And Willaston really need to get back on top in the ruck, which is where it's turned.
Yeah, Lockie Arnold's starting to get his hands on the footy, which is good for us, or good for South Gawler.
Let's see what can the Donnybrooks do.
Jackson there. Stripped of the footy.
McKenzie giving out the hands to Elbro. Elbro sends it out forward. Got Harry McKenzie kicking off the floor. He's got his own ball. Hands it on to Elbro. Elbro takes it. Hands it off to Riggs again. Riggs screws it up front to Housen. To Sam Walden. Gives out the hand pass. And there has been a free, or
it's too high.
It was too high. Now, Elbro sending it in tall and long.
Very high ball.
And we...
Officer out to Darcy Judd-Smith. Kicks it through the middle. This ball's going to be a bit sloppy after that, I think.
In the mud pole there. Clinch has held it up.
Tackled by Daniel Golding. 5 minutes into the first
Clinch
quarter.
playing a bit of a sweeper role.
We've got Sizer tapping it backwards. Burton takes
Burton
it. We've got Fry on his own. Ash, you've got to pick it up.
Overrun it.
He's worried out of it, but we've got Clark coming in for Donnybrooks. Hands it over to Fraser. Fraser went off without it.
Whitwer with the hands. Just Spider Everett. Oh, he's got away.
And that big left leg going
Big
forward.
Kick down to Chris James.
James not quite able to get
Dribbles out.
to the fall of the ball. It's well defended there.
South definitely has upped the tempo.
Yep, no, it's definitely the scoreboard end is always that scoring end as well. It's
We see it locked up in there in South Gawler's forward pocket. Ruckman at it. Here it comes in.
big throw in.
We've got Sizer giving it out straight to Earlham. Earlham on the boot.
Whitwer.
We broke through
very
three
strong
Whitwer out to
tackles there.
Bassani.
And a
Good
beautiful
vision.
pass. Good vision from Whitwer.
Didn't blaze away.
Everybody goes up, but the ball goes
And
past them.
Out of bounds in the forward pocket for South Gawler. And the scoreboard, the score is 6 goals 440, 3 goals 422.
On the Grant
Willis-
Birdwine scoreboard
on the
here
Grant
at
Bird.
South Gawler.
Willaston's way.
Willaston had a commanding lead at quarter time, but in a couple of minutes, South Gawler have gone bang bang and right back in the contest. And the ball deep in South Gawler's forward line now with the ball in from the boundary. Willaston win that tap, but unable to clear it. And another pile on, and looks like we'll have another ball up, probably 30 metres out, directly in front of South Gawler's goal. Umpire Caelan Sullivan takes the ball now and throw the ball up. Willaston really need to find a way out of their back line now.
James takes it out of the ruck, gets stripped of it. Kenzie with
Ball
a handball
bouncing around
out
like a
to-
pinball.
Out to Clark. Clark struggles to.
and Tippins with a handball as well. Oh no.
The umpire's found a
Deemed
free kick
throw.
here. Bit of a throw
Oh, no.
going towards South.
Yes.
And we got Henry Bennison kicking.
Henry
for goal
Bennison
here.
taking a shot on goal from
I didn't see what happened
probably
there, guys, but
I missed
the
that.
umpire found
25
something.
metres.
I missed that. Henry
Definitely
Bennison
motioned as a throw from the umpire.
A throw.
very exciting player, Henry Bennison. He's got some hops on him. Doesn't mind getting up for a mark.
Comes in now. Bit of a starter step. Good
Just
connectivity
kicked
on
it
the ball.
straight through the high diddle.
Has nailed that, and South Gawler storming back into this contest. Now
That's
goal
what
for
just, the doctor ordered for South Gawler to kick the
Australian
first
Willaston,
three.
6-4, so just 2 goals behind the Donnybrooks now on the Grant Burge-Wine scoreboard. This is game on at Eldred Riggs Reserve. The rain looks like it's cleared up a little bit. If you're sitting at home watching this game, you're in the Gawler area, it's worth getting down to watch the last 2.5 quarters of this contest. It's going to be a nail-biter by the end. Good crowd in attendance and a lot of passion on display by the players and the crowd. So, yeah, real great atmosphere for regional footy today.
Got big Brodie Hudson back in the ruck. Stalwart of the football club.
Rocking the mo this year.
He's been around. No, I think he's been rocking it for a few years now. I think he can't shave it off. It's part of his body now. Big
Go the
Hudson.
ruck jewel. Sides gets a finger to it. Rucks his own, rides his own ruck. We've got the free kick hanging on. We've got Elbro
And
playing on
play
quick.
Oh, he
No,
thought
the
he had that there. He
the
was
umpire's
well and
called
truly
him back.
gone.
With Sizer having the free kick in the centre. Looking probably to drive it long into Willaston's forward line. Hasn't seen much of it down there in this quarter. It's gone short to Davis in front of him. Good mark,
Well weighted
Deacon.
kick from a ruckman there.
Straight to Clinchy running through.
Not the
Didn't
best
have the
kick
most
from
time
Clinch.
to find someone, but it's
Jackson Dare just mops up there with a nice handball back to Patrick White. Kicks it down the line of Steve Burton, better known as Slugger.
Birdo playing a lot behind the ball today, which
Yeah,
is probably unusual.
He's working himself into the game nicely. Nice long ball down the line. Barch with the soccer off the ground of Golding. Golding handball back inside.
the run.
Barch to Tippins. Tippins with a banana. And
He's just missed.
missed that. Probably
could've
had
been
more
nearly-
time to settle and kick and drop punt
could have
there.
been goal of the day.
It could have been, but unfortunately not.
No. And if,
Clayton Cameron would have kicked that.
yeah, well, he's wearing my number today, so I thought he might have kicked it for me.
We've got Sean Schultz bringing it in for the Donnybrooks.
Looking to go down that outer side defensively.
It's played on. Kicks it out long.
Bit of a helicopter. Wouldn't want to try and mark that
No.
on a cold day like today.
Out of bounds.
Boundary throw in just outside the forward 50 for South Gawler. Lions still pressing hard in this second term.
Hudson with first hands of the footy.
Willaston
to
behind
Elbro.
the contest, able
Kicks it
to
out.
clear quickly.
That was Earlham actually. Kicks it out.
And Jackson Dare mopping up.
And Dare tried to keep it in, but the boundary umpires called him back, and it'll be a boundary throw in on the outer wing.
You got Spider Everett and Jaden Gurney coming on for Henry Bennison and Jordan Tippins. Now back to the footy. You got Matty Norman.
Tippins and Bennison have had some good touches in this quarter.
Elbro
Yeah,
brings
been
it out
handy.
again for the Donnies. Pumps it up forward to Walton, being held on to.
Pearson.
No,
Nice
play
little
on.
mop up. Jackson Press just slips over the wrong time there.
We've got Riggs again on the wing, looking for someone.
Riggs goes
Long hand
backwards a
pass to
long
Fry.
way.
Wraps him. Wrapped up,
Fry
but good enough to
left
give the
foot
kick
kick.
away back to Lockie Elliott. Lockie Elliott's off. Gives a short pass to Davis. Davis can't collect and gather. Comes in Walton hard. South
Patrick
with
White.
the ball.
Patrick White chips it up. Ooh, It's a bit of a
Jamie
dangerous
Clark
kick
again.
there.
He's got the goals in front of him. A defender. Can he be a goal kicker today?
He's really butchered that.
And
He had players leading for the
And
ball.
Kane Officer has taken that over the boundary line.
he maybe wants to get on the goal kicking list, gentlemen.
That was really disappointing, and I think Willaston would be really upset with him taking that option there.
Throw in.
Ball in Willaston's forward 50.
A lot of people around the ball.
Strong melee around the contest. A lot of bodies. And wrapped up, and we'll have a ball up. And a clear tip from Sizer.
Comes out to Waldhutter.
And
Someone's,
free kick paid South Gawler's way, I
Free
believe.
kick, yeah,
And
holding the
goes
ball
towards
decision.
Hannah Smith. Out to Burton again.
Burton with a low mark on his knees. Starting to show the class that he's renowned for.
Yeah, he's getting back to his best here, Berto, with a few weeks off.
Had some injury problems.
Yeah, he's just coming back from a niggly hand injury, so he's I think he's all ready to go again. Then Barch takes the ball over the boundary line, throw in.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of
side.
stoppages now. Both teams just looking to get the game back under control, calm it down a little bit.
Throw in.
Hudson with a tap, just Whitler.
Beautiful ruck work from Hudson there,
Wrapped up.
using his bigger size, that big frame to his advantage.
Yeah, you're not moving Hutto in a hurry.
Here they go again, the ruck duel. Not a clear winner in that one.
Whitwell.
Ball to ground.
Whitwell at the bottom
Earlham
again.
again on top of it.
And another stoppage, surprisingly. Ball goes up now.
Lead
Hudson
out
with
to
a big
Hudson.
tap again, but goes straight to Willaston player.
Petrohalis, I believe it is, been wrapped up.
Tackled by your very own friend there, Matt Norman, Teeks.
Yeah, Normo's all right. He helped me out of a jam earlier in the year with some commentary when we couldn't get anyone else. He was brilliant.
Body by Elbro, but wrapped up.
And on the Grant Burge scoreboard, we have South Gawler 4 goals, 5-29, trailing trailing Willaston 6 goals, 4-40, with 16 minutes played in the second quarter.
And South with a quick entry there, and Dan Golding once again.
Golding again.
Golding becoming a real weapon up forward for the Lions. I think his speed off the mark might be catching the Willaston defenders off.
Yeah, no,
He's got away a couple of times too many now. He's feeling.
This is where Andrew Jarman needs to delve into his bag of tricks and find a way to quell him. Someone like Sam Walton might be a good option.
Sam is more a forward play,
Sam,
but that's not a bad idea
I have
there,
seen
Mike.
Sam play a
Indeed.
negating role as a
And
back pocket
misses to the
before
near
on small
side.
forwards. He's done it quite well in the past, and I think size-wise he'd be a great matchup.
It's,
Golding won't be too
Sounds
happy
like
with
bring a
that.
bit of smarts into the back line.
Mike.
A former captain, he'd really marshal the troops back there. It wouldn't be a bad idea. We'll see if Andrew Jarman's got that in his repertoire.
Just waiting for the ball to come back from
Bit of a lost footy.
the lost football. Where's it? We don't even know where it's gone, but maybe the young kids are
Yeah, they've
bringing
found
it back. They've found
back.
it.
Maybe they've pocketed it.
Yeah.
Souvenir for the game. But we've seen that the game slow down a bit. South has taken the ascendancy so far in this quarter.
Willaston with the ball in their forward half now. They're going to need to get a goal just to stop South from getting too much momentum and
Need the
taking the game
reply.
away from them.
We've got Clinch that's brought it out. We've got Zeus goes up for it. No clear winner. Elliott taken.
Tackled by Everett.
No free to anyone. No, another ball up at about the 50 metre for South Gawler.
Arnold with the slap over the top.
Clear went out.
Arnold really looking good in the ruck today.
Jackson Dare again with the footy in his hands.
He's had a bit of it, hasn't
Yeah,
he?
he's been
turning
everywhere,
back
right?
He has.
It's like the old days where he'd get 30 to 40 touches every week.
Yeah. He's going well this year, Jackson, actually.
We've got Sizer that palms it away.
Zobel at the bottom of the pack tries to
got
smash
Earlham.
out a handball.
Onto the right. Sends it 30, 40 metres, but
Nice,
strong mark.
by
That's
Patrick
a very
White.
good mark by Patrick White, the best centre half back in the competition.
Switch.
He's
Switches
going
play.
very well this year to Spider Everett. Right in the middle of the
turns
ground.
onto that big left
And here
foot.
he is again, our man, Jackson Dare.
Sends it in long.
We've
got Mavogel by himself for Willaston.
That's a very
Takes
good
an
mark.
easy mark.
He's
Looking and
calming
looking.
it down.
He's coming out wide.
no.
And he's
Out of bounds.
misjudged that. Straight on the
Made a
full.
bit of a mess of that one. Bit of the nerves maybe for the young fella.
Fasani's bringing it back in for South Gawler.
Just waiting for his teammate to get out of his way. Drives that long forward.
Hands go up.
Good tackle
We've
by
got Fraser that's been wrapped up.
And no prior
old-fashioned
opportunity.
tackle.
Good tackle.
Really good physical football we've seen today. This is one for the, not for purists who like the soft open footy. This
It's
is
a
for
dirty,
people who
hard
respect
Elbrow.
where
Fat
they're
day
tackling
indeed.
footy.
Aubrey out to the wing.
We've got Waldhutter
Waldhutter,
setting himself.
East.
Zach East comes through
Zach
strong,
East,
puts it onto the boot. We've
man
got
style.
Housen now in chase. Waldhutter, Housen, wrap him up.
Darcy Judd Smith on
That
the bottom
was
of the pack. That's nicely
Excellent
done.
footy under the contest there from East with some grown man football, we call it.
Hustle and bustle.
And the ball dribbles out of bounds, centre
Ball
wing.
just goes out. Elliott giving his opponent a little nudge, just to remind him where he is.
Right in front of us here, gentlemen. We're going to get a bird's eye view of it.
And
The
Everett
first time we've
coughing
got
it
one
from
over
First
this
time we've
side,
seen
I
it on
reckon,
this side, I think,
Phil.
Clayton, indeed. We've got bodywork.
Ball's just
Vidnall
gone
comes
over the
through
back
with it.
there.
Vidnall puts it onto the boot.
Press
Straight over
just-
Mackenzie's
just
head.
mopping up at the halfback.
Some press.
Taking their time.
Press out to Hudson.
That was
Hudson takes a
perfectly
nice
weighted
mark.
kick. Hudson looking for the goal square here.
And that's a very nice kick.
And
Oh, just
well
just
done by
a-
Clark.
yeah,
He's
very-
just getting enough on there to take him off. And we've got
So
Fry.
good.
Fry in the
Fry
goal,
Fry.
goal
Playing the
square, ever
goalkeeper role.
reliable. Looking to go into his left, goes long. And he finds Mackenzie. Mackenzie unable to hold it.
Mackenzie not
It's
able to
come
keep
through.
his
Contest
feet.
there by Jackson Press. It
Oh,
was
well marked
just
by Sean
that-
Childs.
Childs.
Play on,
Yeah,
not
and
10.
Downfield. Late hit.
It was a late hit to Childs. So we see Captain Tyson Allen bringing it in. Centre half or to didn't get
Arnold
there
with
to
the
Zach
really good
East.
miss.
Into the middle.
But Zach East now recovers well. Kicks it out to
Some
Elbrow.
good
We've got
tackling.
Elliott
He's
coming
managed
in
to save
support.
Willaston.
Lockie
Elliott
Elliott
now.
grabs the ball, puts it onto the boot quick. Harry Mackenzie,
Hacks
you've got to
it around the
move
corner.
quick, and he grabs it. And he looks up and,
And
he
slips.
but he recovers well. Moves it over. Wrapped up Lockie Elliott. And we have a
And
ball up.
Umpire gave him the benefit of the doubt there and said that he didn't actually have a prior opportunity. He didn't have any real balance. We
Ruckman's come
apologise
up.
for the obstructed view. The Willaston coaches and
Mackenzie
officials
shows fight,
just wandering
pushing
into
it
our
out.
view.
Pearson with a clearing kick out to Matt Norman.
We've got Max Fraser.
Spoil there.
Sean Childs with a great
Collects
spoil.
this out to Fry. In the
Right,
centre.
Kasani.
Fry with
Kasani
another
out to
big
press.
tackle.
Well, we've got South by themselves. Well, we've got Jamie Clark running from fullback, running
He's
straight
picked that
through.
up beautifully.
He's done well, young
That's
Clark.
Brilliant work.
He finds touch of Sammy Walden. Sammy, you've got to grab the ball.
Sammy, old fella, you got to bend down.
Press
Use the
out to
hamstrings.
Zobel.
That's right.
Zobel out to Barch. There's a bit of a run here.
Oh, they're on their own.
Beyond.
He's got
Real
the big
trouble
six
for
in front of
Willaston
him.
now.
He's looking
Put
for
it up.
He's looking for Dan the Man.
Good
Dan
body. He's
Golding
got him.
just
He's used the
owning
body.
Willaston at the moment.
Dan the Man Golding.
He's making
Line up
Willaston
for goal
his-
number 3, I
I'm
think.
not going to say it.
Should be 4, but he's lined up for 3.
Directly behind him, there's no way he could miss this.
And he has.
And he's missed it.
Wow.
No way he
Wow.
can
No
miss
way,
that.
Mike. He can
No
miss
way.
this.
You
Okay.
have put the absolute
I
mockers
think
on him.
I would have had a chance.
Keep
of
saying that,
Joe.
Mike. I like that.
I would have had a real chance of kicking that.
Oh, well, the pressure, just what it can do to you sometimes when you're out
Yes,
there.
and he probably thinks he's had his quota of goals for the quarter. And right now on the Grant Burge Wine scoreboard, South
Well, the
Gawler,
Donny's saw a bit of
4 goals,
relief
7,
there.
31
There's,
trailing Willaston,
been
6
another
goal,
goal there.
4.
There's only
40.
9 points in it at the moment, gentlemen, and it's tightened up towards being a tough match, as we can see.
Very physical. There's going to be a lot of bruises around after this game.
Childs brings it out to 50. It's all wrapped up. A lot of bodies
Little
around the
Bassani and
ball.
Elbrow. Just
Elbrow really revels in this physical work around the contest.
Oh, yeah, he's a strong little player. He loves getting under and around.
Mackenzie.
We've got Mackenzie bringing
just
it out again on the
reaching it
left.
off the
Goes
maybe
long.
South Ruckman's hand.
Pearson's mopping up, kicking down the line
Just
to Klinchke and
Going
Barch.
kick to kick rugby style at the
Punched
moment.
away, but Clint recovers.
Norman to
Ball out.
Bassani. Bassani to Schmidt. Jackson Dare with a nice clean
they've-
take to
they've
Burton.
Burton with a short kick, looking for
Burton out to Golding.
the
a
danger
hammer.
man.
Clark.
To the young man
Puts the
himself
pressure,
in
Jamie
Kane
Clark.
Offset.
Just
Jamie's
lost
gone
sight
and
of the
taken
ball as
3
he-
players. Jamie's done well.
Oh, Ash
The young
Fry,
Donnybrook
that was
took him on.
magnificent.
Bit of desperation there,
Bit of
Joe.
desperation there was indeed there, Clayton. He done well to take 2 down to stop the play. As South had that.
That
South
was
would have been all over
magnificent.
that. We've got Sizer, get back to Zeist, back to Elbro. Kicks it on quick with a screw punt.
Good spoil by Darcy Judd Smith there.
We've got Sam
Off the
Walden
deck.
trying to
Sam
gather.
Walden not
He's
able to
giving
pick
it
the ball
out
up again.
to Housen. Housen's forward pocket, being
Just
tackled, gets onto his
dancing.
left, brings it in.
No,
And
spoil, but he's given away a free kick for front
Bit of a
on
late
contact
interference
there.
from Elbro.
Just came front on at the guy under the ball. Sam Walton probably needing to
Patrick White
perhaps
to
get behind the
Bailey's
footy
on.
rather than leading at it, I think.
Bit of greasy conditions with the ball on the floor. I think she's slippery
sure,
out there
yeah.
as well.
Needs to bend over a little bit more.
Oh well, you
But
can
he is getting
Struggle out
old.
to Dare. Darren Fryer battling it out and out of bounds, out of wing at South Gawler.
Yeah, the game's really bunched up now. There's not the free-flowing game we did see in the first quarter.
No, that's right.
We saw a lot of open space on that outer wing in the first quarter.
Indeed,
Riggs
yes,
was
Mike.
in particular taking advantage
Arnold
of
with
it.
the big double.
That's
fister.
disappeared.
Vitnell bringing it out straight to Elbro. Elbro onto the boot, puts it quick to
Press.
Davis, straight through.
Pressed as I
Crucial fumble there.
Pearson.
Pearson brings it out for South, puts it up forward straight
Big
to,
mark.
Very big mark.
By
to
at
Max
least
Fraser.
Sutton. Is that Sutton?
Yes, I believe so.
So Maxi Fraser for Donny Brooks brings
Fraser.
it down.
Goes
Fine
forward and-
size, you gotta hold
just
him, son.
Through the hands.
To Waldhutter.
Gets the
Waldhutter
ball
off
out.
to Zeist. To East. East to McKenzie.
McKenzie flicks the ball through.
Lockie Elliott for the Donnies brings it over.
Elliott very well
Give it to
done.
Rigg.
McKenzie.
McKenzie.
Straight
Straight
Very
to the
well,
lines.
well-weighted kick.
The captain, Tyson Earlham. 30
Earlham
out
going
in front of
back
goal.
and needs to kick a very important goal for the Donnybrook.
They need this, indeed they do, just to
That's an understatement, Joe.
give them a bit of the scoreboard pressure again back to South, but just to break the momentum, Gawler South has kicked 4 or 3 this quarter.
3 goals this quarter.
3 straight. So
Tyson Holmes normally a fairly good kick of the footy.
he's a
goal.
reliable kick, indeed he is, Clayton.
Clayton
So
trying to put the commentator's curse on.
I wouldn't be. He'd be Q on the rack for Tyson.
and Tyson's ever reliable as he is. That's why he's a true
No,
leader. He's a
he's
captain.
actually
He's
He
popped
is
that
very
one
good, but
through.
we thought Dan Golding would be good from 10 metres out.
very
Yeah.
true. Yeah, that's exactly right.
We've got
Even my rubber band hamstrings would have had a chance from 10.
Lockie Elliott coming off for the Donnybrooks with Lockie McCready coming on.
And that means the score is now
Lockie Elliott's done
7
a power
goals
of
for
work so far this
46.
quarter. He deserves a
Willaston
little
leading
breather.
South Gawler 4 goals, 7-31.
Has been magnificent playing grown man footy. That mullet impressive too.
It's flowing through the wind at the moment.
Back to the centre.
Willaston probably need to get the tap here, as they do.
And to go to
Do
Burton.
South able to shark it.
Burton with the clearance here. Chris
Almost a
James
kick
on
off
the end of it.
ground.
Good body work there. Held
Matty
him up.
Norman, the commentary man.
Well done to Jamie Clark. Onto the boot quick.
The ball
And
right
he's kicked
out,
that
out
into
in
the
the
main
full.
street of South Gawler.
Nearly through a windscreen.
Jackson Dare with another kick of the footy. I think that is, yes, that is Slugger Burton on in the full pocket there.
He'll be hunting a goal here.
Bit of team footy, hopefully. There you go. Big Hudson,
Big punch from Zach East.
spoil. Chives
Hands
to
out.
Elbro.
Good hands. Beautiful work.
Good leg by Max Fraser, finding Josh Waldhutter. Right on half-time.
Half-time. Okay, and so we go to half-time on the Grant Birchwine scoreboard. Willaston 7 goal 4, 46. Leading the home side, South Gawler 4 goal 7, 31. And a bit of a turn-up for the books. We'll be back after the half-time break.
Indeed.
Yep.
Welcome back to South Gawler for the match of the day between the top side South Gawler and equal second Willaston. Currently on the Grant Burge Wine scoreboard, Willaston 7-goal 4-46, leading South 4-goal 7-31. And a few upsets brewing in games around the league. Barossa District currently leading Tanunda at halftime. And Newry comfortably leading Angerson by about 5 goals at halftime. And Kapunda, of course, leading over Freeling as well.
Siren sounds here at South Gawler.
Come on, Donny!
Ruckman going up. Sizer gets a tap. And again, it's being held up, bodies. Wald Hutter out to Elbro. Elbro's found it a bit today. Sends it in long. Petrohalis goes to ground.
South defenders fall on the ball. We'll have a stoppage about 25, 30 metres out from Willaston's goal.
East goes up.
By Lockie Arnold over to Spider Everett and ball up.
East again. Straight to ground.
Another ball up. We're going to see a lot of that this quarter. I think the team's a little bit tired.
Tired.
There was a
Heavy wet
pace
day
in the first quarter and very physical in that last.
Comes out to Wald Hutter. Snap at goal.
And behind.
Goes through for a behind, but great clearance there from Waldherter. Has the ability to break the game open. He proved that last week in the fourth quarter. He tore Kapunda apart and brought Willaston back from a large deficit to seal a win.
Good win it was indeed. Hopefully we're not that far behind these today. We're on the other side, we're in front.
Whitworth brings the ball out.
Comes right out
We've got
towards our
Walter
commentary
fighting.
position. Patrick
Elbro
Wright
again.
wrestling with his opponent.
Elbro to
And
Wise
goes through with a bit of a late hit. And Pat White
Bit of late
probably
biffo there.
losing a bit of discipline there. Very lucky not to be pinged. And as a leader of the Lions, he's going to have to get his head right. As we see Arnold with another good tap.
Dare again with a free kick.
South with the free.
South player
Jackson
player
there.
wasn't sure
Whitworth
who had the
chase.
free kick.
Whitworth down the line.
Punched away
Fans
Davis.
forward to Barch.
Barch taken the ground.
Tackled by Clark.
Wrapped up in strong tackle. Lockie Elliott running in now, looking to be part of the contest. Straight away manning up on the dangerous
Sizer
Josh
takes it
Whitworth.
away with a commanding tap to Wald Hutter. Wald Hutter, quick kick
So-
along the ground.
Nice flick up to Dare.
Tackled
To
by
Everett.
McKenzie, steals it to Riggs, slips over. Enough time still to get the kick away.
Touched off the boot.
Earlham's in chase.
Ball
Earlham
bounces
takes
well
it from
for Earlham.
50. He's going long. And Earlham's kicked his
Earlham,
second.
the great captain's goal. That is the epitome of a captain's goal, Joe.
It was indeed a true leader. True leader Tyson Earlham is.
A bit of a legend too.
In his own lunchtime and lunchbox, but no, truly is a
I will
very
tell him that.
well-respected man at Willaston and a true leader.
Yes, he's been a great servant of the club for years now.
For many years.
Very consistent.
And he at the training, he really holds his position well. People look up to him. And you need people like that in clubs, indeed.
Correct.
But that's given the Donnybrooks a 3-goal break again.
And
4
important for
goals,
them to get
nearly
the
4s.
momentum early in this third. South Gawler, if they'd gotten the first goal or two, would have really
Got a
started to
cat amongst the
believe.
pigeons here.
And a
Sizer
big
taps it
tap
away.
there from
Jackson's there
Sizer.
with his hands on the
Straight
footy
to
again.
Golding.
Wrapped up by Wald Hutter. Centre bounce. Sizer gets a big punch away to Wald Hutter.
Just a Walharder tackled by Dare.
Gives a quick getaway. Harrison, McKenzie, the young fella,
He wrapped up as soon as he
Wrapped up by
touched the ball.
Pearson.
What a story about Harrison McKenzie. Broke his arm early in the year with a training session with 17 screws in his arm, and to see him back this quick
Yeah,
is
wow.
no,
And
true.
2 weeks ago, best on ground
Best on
performance,
ground,
and was
correct.
very good last week again.
Indeed. No,
Has been outstanding.
he's stood up.
And is a
Kick
Willaston
by
product, I
East.
believe.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, like his brother. Both Willaston boys.
They are indeed proud red and blue people, Harden in the Willaston Football Club.
And a ball in Willaston's forward pocket. And South
Yeah,
clearing
by
with a
Burton.
quick kick.
Clearance kick. Childs and
Good.
Benison fighting out in the wing there.
A bit of a
Holds it
mismatch
up.
size-wise there for Benison.
Yeah.
Done well to hold it up.
And we'll see a boundary throw up. Oh, sorry, a ball up from the umpire now. Only the one man goes for it.
Zobel. Fresh airy to Burton.
Willaston player behind the ball.
Comes out.
Handballs
The
forward
shoulders
over the
down.
contest.
Go, Johnny!
Quick kick forward.
Kenzie running straight through with the ball, gets
Nice-
tackled.
Nice
Great
clean
tackle from
by
Dare.
Jackson Dare.
Took down a slightly bigger and stronger player. As we see a ball up almost in the centre of the ground.
Sizer
Sizer
by
with
himself
an easy
again.
tap there. Really no opposition.
It's nearly dropped it there, I think.
It's a couple of contests in a row where South really haven't had anyone go up, Clayton. Is that
No.
a common thing or is it just a misunderstanding?
No, it just must be something, trying something new.
You're not out there marshalling the troops,
Yeah, something like that.
lacking leadership, is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying anything.
Elliot
Oh,
get
very
tackled
good
well.
tackle.
Oh, very big
Davis
tackle
with
on
the kick
Lockie
away.
Elliott there.
Press
Puts up
under
for
a high ball.
Petrohalis. Gets rid of his
Petrohalis
opponent
again.
quite easily. Takes a safe mark. Kicking from 50. This is the goal scoring end, though,
he is
Clayton.
within
Yes,
range.
that's correct.
We have seen that. Last week he showed that he can kick from this distance.
Oh, he's gonna go in front of the...
Coming in now.
He's backing himself in here to kick
He's got a good leg on him there, Clayton, so I think he's got confidence enough to go for it from the distance. Here he comes in on the boot. It's coming in.
Oh,
Got right
Right
to
over
the
this.
line, but ball wrapped up now in the goal square for Willaston.
Looks a bit like Grand Central Station down there with that many bodies
gonna be
around the
very
ball.
tight down there, not a
Yeah,
lot of
there's
room to move.
young fella's asking where Howson was to take a
A
screamer.
screamer. He hasn't got the room as what he had last week by the looks of things.
No.
He would have had to get a run up off the top roof of one of those cars, I think.
I think he would have to.
Straight off the top post.
And again, ball over the line. Throw in. Deep in
Another
the-
stoppage. The players catching their breath. It's going to be one of those games in the second half, I think. Both teams just
Survival of the fittest.
pushing the ball out.
Howson-
happy to
Hausen,
sit.
he's on his. He can
Doesn't
use his
normally-
left. He gives it at the hands.
That's a nice
Well
tackle by
tackled.
Josh Whitwer.
He
Josh
has been
Whitwer
done holding
doing
the
the
ball
hard
by
work for his
Whitwer.
team. Willing to put his body on the line and tackle. It's not all about the flashy stuff.
No, that's right. Kicks it across. Goal.
He's really
to Kane
developed
Officer.
into a complete footballer in the last 2 years, hasn't he, Clayton?
Oh, yes.
And that's out of
is out
bounds
on
on
the
the full. We've got
Yeah, no.
Mackenzie to bring it in for the Donny Brooks. He's looking, he's found. Ash
Little
Fry.
kick into Ash
He's worked
Fry.
his way up
Good.
and
Smothered by Nathan Barch.
smothered by Barch.
Yeah,
out.
had to play on, wasn't 15,
Wasn't
as a
15.
real estate agent like yourself would know.
Yeah, that's not
Not enough meterage,
Not enough.
not enough land area in that kick.
Couldn't build a pool in the back that backyard.
No.
Maybe
We've
it's
got Tyson coming straight through, being wrapped up, taken to ground.
By Spider Everett there. Nice tackle.
And I just want to acknowledge one of our fans watching over on the west coast in Dutton Bay, Troy Benny, a Willaston great.
Oh, Troy.
Happy with the coverage.
Hope you're looking and listening.
Big
and
Jack,
enjoying.
one of the great Willaston players from their premiership days.
Oh, well, that was a while ago. So
And hopefully he's being a good boy and looking after his new wife, Brooke.
Ball goes over the back.
Sizer punches
Cross
it to
side.
Earlham. Earlham on the
It's a
left.
very handy
Probably
punch.
not going the required distance.
We've got Elbray slinging out the hand pass to Earlham again.
Very physical. Burton out of Bassani. Trapped.
Davis gets the kick
Davis
away from
able to get
Donny
the kick
straight
away
to
despite
East,
being
but
tackled.
punched
Nicely
away.
smart- Nicely spoiled by Jackson Dare. And we got Josh Pearson on the bottom of the pack. The young fella. South
It really
Gawler
has
prodigy.
it has become a fight. It's become a scrap.
That's it.
We've got East going up. Oh,
Good
Need-
ruck contest there.
we've got Elliott for the Donnies.
Lockie
Overruns
Elliott
it
attacked that ball but overran it.
to Mackenzie on the left on his favourite preferred leg. Sends it high. Housen from behind, and Housen goes for the Donnies.
Housen again.
And he
Exactly where he wants it. That's
he
the same
came out of
spot.
nowhere on that one there, Mike.
And
The
he
same
has
spot
nearly put
again.
that into the main street as well.
He is starting to
He's found
get
the
a
ball.
feeling for that.
He's tasted it once. What can he do now?
He's turning into Liam Ryan from West Coast, going for it every time. He realises there's no car for Mark of the Year in BLG.
We might have to make one this year, though.
Might get a slab of West End or something like that, I reckon.
I'd almost buy that for him.
Well, we see the Donnybrook stretch out the lead again to just under 5 goals.
Yes, currently on the Grant Burge Wine scoreboard, Willaston 9 goal 5-59, leading South Gawler 4 goals 7-31. A little bit of an upset at this stage, although in such a rivalry game, it's not
Never
as
over
predictable.
until it's over, they say.
Earlham again taking it to
Clayton,
ball
you'd
to
never
ground.
take crosstown rivals lightly, would you?
No, never.
How Clayton said before, it doesn't matter where we are on the premiership table, it's always going to be a rivalry grudge match.
That's it for the 4 quarters.
4 quarters all the way through.
And there is a bit of feeling, isn't there, Clayton?
Press.
There
with
is.
Ooh, he's just
Slips
been-
through the
Oh.
tackle, gets
That's
second
two
tackle.
tackles, tried to break the first one.
Lucky to get away with it.
And that's unbelievably lucky to get away with that one. Tried to break 2 tackles and was brought down.
Ball up in the centre.
Hudson with the tap to Golding. Golding with a breakaway to Tippins. Tippins to Pearson. Back to Tippins. And a nice little chip pass. Oh, out of bounds.
Unfortunately, a bit too
right
far
in front
for
of us,
him.
Joe.
Lucky for Willaston that they
Right
were
in
able to
front
get
of
away
the
with
commentary
it.
box.
There.
And the young man Dylan Vittnell wearing 71, rocking that number because his choice of number of either 1, 7 or 17
Correct
weren't
there, Mike.
available.
That's correct. So he
Golding
went for
to-
next best. He
So
went
he's
for
got
both.
a little left wing, a little bit Dennis Rodman style. I like it.
Centre wing,
Need a
ball
bit
up.
of arrogance to rock a number like that, Joe.
Indeed, you would. Bit of flair, and Vittnell
Hudson with
has
a big
got that
slap
flair.
away.
I think young Joe Cirillo would have done it.
Zoe-
Oh, indeed
Zoe
he
out
would have.
to
He did
Norman.
do it in his day, Mike. Yes.
Norman looking for
Just
Whitwer.
that's a beautiful pass. Whitner unable to shake his defender,
Pisani.
but he's brought the ball
Oh,
to ground.
It's come
Now
to
back
Fry. Fry's put it on the left, puts it deep.
That's a torp he's kicked.
He's
Ooh, it's gone over everyone there.
gone over everybody's head and out. It dribbles out of the boundary
Out of
line for a
on the
throw
outer
in.
wing. In front of a real estate sign, but we won't mention it because it is the opposition, Joe.
We don't know who they are. No.
They're not
Ray
the
White
northern suburbs
Craigmore.
specialists like you are.
Not a deed. Been around for a long time, and
Hudson
we love
with
our
a back
football as
tap.
well.
Golding.
It's come to ground again. And Clayton, by this time of the third quarter, how are the legs feeling normally?
Oh, you probably should be starting to work into it pretty well. But yeah, and what a day is, and
Bit
what
of a
the
heavy
weather's
ground
been. Yeah,
as
you
well.
you're probably starting to feel it about now. Starting to
Yes,
feel the pinch, but
yes.
this is sort of where the skills are going to prevail a bit, I think.
Very true.
And the absence of Dean Cutting probably starting to show a little bit with the Lions with no marking target across half forward.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and kicking goals, he always hits the scoreboard in one way or
But
the
he
other.
has the ability to stretch the defence. He works
That's right,
very
yeah.
hard sideways.
Hudson with another hit out.
Another deep entry from
puts it on the
Willaston.
boot.
Ball's taken out with Howson and Judd Smith.
Judd Smith very happy to get the ball over the line there, I think. He's got the
Sure.
magic man Howson on him.
Deep in the Donnybrooks forward line.
Howson wondering how he can get the next mark.
Throw-in comes in.
I think he's got it back again.
A lot of
Handball
people
back
up
to
on that
Earlham.
one. Tyson's kick was smothered.
Hudson to Judd Smith.
Again,
being
great
smothered.
tackle.
And he's mauled over the line. Some Greco-Roman wrestling going on over there.
Right
now.
over in front of the
Indeed.
Willaston
Mud
cheer
wrestling,
squad by the
really.
looks of it.
Not the sort of mud wrestling we'd normally want to see, but
Keep it PG,
we don't get a
thanks,
choice.
Mike.
Pardon?
Keep it PG, mate.
Yeah. That'll be after the game there, Mike.
Okay, in the blue room.
Indeed, yeah, the red room. A lot of plays around the ball. It's scrapped over the line again.
Boundary throw in Willaston's forward pocket. Willaston making all the running so far in this third quarter.
Hudson again.
Pivotal time in the match. And
We've got
going back
Davis
with the
there.
flight. Good mark there.
Deacon
Gets the
Davis
settle.
ready to
Gotta
pump
look
it
for a
along for the
target.
Donnies. Brings it in long. Who's there?
Good spoil by Judd Smith. Barch could get on the end of this one.
South's
Barch
got the
with the
runs.
shot
They've
range
got it
speed.
open.
Gives it out to Dare. Dare over to Benison.
South's got the run.
They're looking
Can
for
it sit
space.
up for him? He's got the nice bounce. Just a
Good
And
nice little
punch.
spoil
Putting
there.
it on Whitworth's head, probably not the
Clark
greatest
gets it away.
move.
And he's kicked
To
that.
Vitnall has
Out of
found
bounds.
touched.
And
out of
Whitworth's a big
bounds.
midfielder, but he's not a tall forward.
No, you need to put
They've
that
been
one
putting
out,
it on
yeah.
his head for most of the day, Clayton.
Yeah,
That's
it's not where you
got to
wanna-
be a poor plan for the Lions.
It's not where you want to be. Not where you want to be.
I'll let you go. Bye. Come on, Donny!
Another throw in by the looks of
Going
things.
to have another throw in. The young boundary umpire just not able to get enough depth on that one.
Have
Harrison,
another go, mate.
Harrison McKenzie coming off of the Donnies with Lockie McCready going back on.
So two big ruckmen battle it out.
Here we go. The ruck tap comes through.
Norman and kicked it. Little grubber, about 20 metres.
Bit of pressure around him, I think, on that one there, Clayton.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what it's been all day, a pressure-packed game. Not a overly high-scoring match.
No.
And South Gawler trailing at a key point in the game, Clayton. Who's the big game player that lifts for the Lions?
Whoa.
Where does it come from?
I think it's got to be the drive. Yeah, drive from the midfield. Maybe like a Jackson Dare as he continues his form for the day. I think maybe Jackson and Brodie Hudson and even Lockie Arnold could probably actually dictate the game from here, I think.
As we see Arnold with a big tap there.
Whitwer at the bottom of the pack.
We're doing all the hard work, not able to find any space today.
He loves finding the footy, Wits, and it's like him on the golf course. He goes into the trees, he always finds a ball as well. So
Yeah.
Comes loose, comes out.
Golding to Norman. Norman with one over the top.
Across the
And
goals, we've got
cross
Rigsy on the wing,
field.
showing his pace,
Some
kicks it off the
speed.
Kicks it off
ground.
the deck. That's smart footy.
Lockie McCready, you're in the best spot for it. They both get there at the same time, and they run over the ball.
Burton with a clean take.
Ash Fry back
Fry
there to
puts the
clean up.
pressure on, applies a tackle. McCready coming with the ball, takes it over the line, gets wrapped up.
Finally across the line. Bit of a fight over there. Both teams, neither team really wanted it to go out. They thought they had the
No.
advantage.
That Riggs really does have some speed over
He's
there,
got
doesn't he, Joe?
clear speed. He's identified that today. Yeah, Clayton, he's
Very
burst the
sharp.
packs, and probably got to just give him a bit of the weight job during summertime and get him into the weights and get that young body up to the physicality needs of the Barossa League.
Yep, that's a big. Yeah, that's it. Big hard hitting
As-
bodies out here.
Indeed, indeed.
Wild Hooter wrapped up there. We'll have another ball up.
Hudson.
Another ball up by the looks of things. It will be.
A little scrap.
Both teams starting to put guys on the defensive side of the contest here, just wrapping up the players as soon as they get their hands onto the footy.
Here we go.
Elbro.
Elbro. Puts it in long. We've got East taking it over for the Donnybrooks.
Probably another win for the Donnybrooks there, just keeping the ball in their forward 50, applying the pressure, tightening those screws. I don't know how many more cliches I can come up with for that.
You've been reading the book today.
Yes, you're doing well there, Mike. But game of inches, indeed it is today.
That's it.
A lot of bodies coming in again, over the top, wrapping it up. Here we go again, another rock
Easton,
jewel.
Good
Hudson,
old-fashioned
and
footy
Patrick
we're
Watts has
watching.
gone over
Come
the top
over
of
the top.
third up. Golding with a clearing kick. Muscle handball out to Norman. Just down the wing. Might trickle out.
We've got Clark
Wilson
keeping it in
got-
for the Donnies. No, it has
Norman grabbing some good territory there for the Lions.
Yep. Touch. Out of wing, out here at South Gawler, trailing Willaston. 9 goals 50. 9 goals 50.
Wow.
Jeez, that's a fair. 9 goals 5.59 to South Gawler 4 goals 7.31.
18-point
On the
advantage to the
Grunt Birds line
Donnybrooks.
scoreboard.
Ollie Petrohalis takes his opponent out the way quite easily and takes a mark. Will be kicking from about 40, 45, slight angle.
And that's a trump card up Willaston's sleeve, is that Petra Hollis one-on-one. He is
One of the best.
he's
He is
very
one
good,
of the
but
best.
he's not a big forward.
No,
but
not
he's
at all.
6'2" to 6'3" midfielder
Indeed.
with good long arms.
Very long arms, which
Be
have
an
prevailed
impossible
again.
matchup for a small defender.
And he's been a bit of a handful for a lot of clubs this year. They haven't really known how to take to him. But he finds the ball. He's helicoptered that one.
Missed, I think.
Added another point to Willaston's total. I think the problem is some of the old-fashioned Barossa folks can't get their head around his name.
No, it's a good European
bit too
European
diverse for
name,
some of
Olive Petrohalis. I believe Greek heritage it would be.
Yep.
So not a round ball for this one.
He's good with this ball.
He's
Keep
good
him
with
here.
the egg-shaped ball, indeed. And a lovely gentleman as well. A lovely person he is indeed, Olive.
Now bring the ball back in. We have Josh Whitworth for South Gawler.
And
Runs out
South
of
went to
square.
this in the second quarter with Whitwer bringing the ball back,
Good long leg.
looking to get some class out of defence.
Down the wing, nice little tap on from Pearson. Pearson to Barch. Is
Clark
flanked up
again.
by Clark.
Jamie
Clark
Clark has
just
come out and he's played a
reading the ball
reasonable
better than
game
his
today.
opponent.
Indeed. Sends it in long with a bit of a scrappy kick, but he
Elbro.
finds Elbro at 50, 52.
Elbrow goes deep.
Goes for the short to
And
Housen,
Housen.
and he's found
Well, he's
them,
dropped
but
it, actually.
Housen's dropped one
unfortunately
finally.
Mickey wasn't able to hold that. But he's
Dropped it all-
he's come back again to come and tackle, plies a tackle, and held it in. He's held it into the Donny's forward line.
Probably the simplest mark he's had a chance at in the last 2 weeks.
When they're
and
too
he's dropped
simple,
it.
sometimes, Mike, they make it hard.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It might actually hit the deck. I'm not.
I think as he did hit the ground, Clay, I think it did pop out. East comes out with the ball, puts it onto the boot. Housen, full forward, wrapped up, quick, gets the hand pass away to Petrohalis again, and it goes.
Beautiful
Quick
kick around
goal.
the body there. Great team goal for
Quick
Donnybrook.
goal.
As the Donnybrooks fans starting to spark up a little bit now.
That's what we like.
We're getting very
You
excited
can
for
hear the
Donnybrook.
crowd. The Donnybrooks crowd are very happy today at this moment, but the
And
game's
Joe
not
will
over.
be signing autographs later
Indeed. After the game,
New nickname of BT.
on checks. As
great game of
Willaston
footy,
move
guys.
to
It is a hard slog
10
for
goal
both
6,
sides.
66, playing South Gawler 4 goal 7, 31 on the Grant Birchwine scoreboard. We're well into the third quarter now, Clayton.
Yes, correct.
As South win that tap and wrapped up immediately. Not going anywhere. And this is old-fashioned hard tackling
Now
footy.
there, Clayton, time.
This is a real winter style of
Deep into
game.
the third
Deep
quarter
into
nearly,
the third
yes.
quarter, you'd say.
Our timer's on the job, clearly.
Housen gave a bit of a heave-ho, but
Actually, 20 minutes into
it's
the
come
third.
through.
Willaston
Rixie
he's
on
got
the
that off
left,
side of the
skies
foot.
it. We've got East going up, comes to ground. Elliott going in strong as he does.
Burn
Pros
with
his
a handball
tackle.
to
East with
Arnold.
the tackle.
Zobel out to the wing with Pisani under it. Nice little mark by Pisani.
Pisani's
He
been
worked out the
out-
big man. He did indeed,
outsized, but he's a very
Pisani.
smart footballer,
You know, Nathan
Pisani.
Barch on the end of
Fraser
this one
slipped at
with
the wrong
Whippet
time.
out to Brody Hudson. Is he going to mark? Yes.
He has.
Beautiful,
Nice little mark.
well-weighted kick for the big man.
Nice kick. Nice little play.
That was
Consistent
the
play.
best passage of play South Gawler ever seen all day.
It was a good
And that's
passage.
more of what we expect from South Gawler.
That's right. And I apologise before. It's actually 23 minutes gone in the third quarter.
You've got one job, Clayton.
I had one job. I had it. I just forgot that I had it.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Carried away with the excitement, I would
It's even
say.
worse. And Hudson comes in and pulls the trigger.
He's kicked it straight through.
The big man kicks truly and gives South Gawler a little bit of life. And now within 5 goals in the into the third quarter, another goal late in this term will give them some real hope.
Was there any focus, Clayton, that the coach would have said to South this week? Any particular game plan, focus?
Oh, no, I just think, like, with our footy at the moment, what's probably kept us in good stead is we've come out and tried to make sure we're not just getting hunted. Like, we got to go
Yes.
out and hunt as well. Even though
Yes.
you're sitting top, you just can't expect teams
No,
to come
not at
to
all.
you. You got to go to them first. So that was our message.
Pressure, tackling,
Pressure, that's
all the
exactly right.
basics, yes.
Yep. And Whitworth earns a free kick in the middle there.
Free to
Josh
South in
Whitwer
the centre.
Holding
to
on,
send
I
South Gawler forward. Looking for a target. Pisani leading.
He's
Whitwer
going
to
short.
Dare with a bit of time.
There
Sends
with
it
a
forward.
long kick.
And Sean Childs,
Childs has taken
Rocket
it.
Sean
Gibraltar
Childs read
back
that
there.
well.
Moves it on quick.
Down that outer
Albright puts it
wing.
in front of Fraser.
Great
Fraser
bounce
coming
for
on.
Fraser. Took it well.
Got
Kicks
Patrick
it into
White
the
cleaning
50.
Up, mopping up to Press. Press with a little dash to Burton.
Neat little kick.
That was a very nice way to kick there.
Indeed. Pinned him
Burton
out.
slowing it down a little bit now.
Slugger Burton.
Making sure that they don't make a mistake here and cost themselves with a turnover.
Spider Everett on the outer wing.
He sets himself, takes a good mark.
That's a very good mark.
Man in
the
front,
defence.
conditions like this today. He was in front.
He's been good overhead today.
Yeah, very strong overhead, Mike. Straight off to Elbro.
Elbro again.
He's had a bit of the ball today.
Yeah, there's been a few possession
Elbrow's
winners
been
today.
fantastic.
He's really had it on a string. Goes in short.
Very dangerous kick
Bounces
there.
before Isaiah McKenzie, but he's good enough to turn around. Looking. Off to Clark. Clark quick. Puts
Bit
it
of a
down the
hack
centre.
Pat White read that beautifully. Picked
He
it up
did.
off the bounce.
Patrick White to Jackson Dad. Jack's
South
Into
move it
the
on
press.
quick in the centre. Looking forward, looking deep.
press in.
It's a
And
Good mark.
McKenzie will get the free kick.
gutsy in front of the contest.
Yeah, he definitely took the mark.
And that's what South Gawler haven't had enough of today is Pat White getting the ball across halfback and starting that drive.
That's right.
Willaston have been smart. They don't have a key forward, so they've been kicking around and over Pat White, taking him out of the contest.
He was mentioned during the week, Mr. White, so a keep away.
Yeah, no, he's been playing very
Paddy in
well
the
this
middle?
year.
Yeah, he has.
Very
He
well.
has been playing well.
He's got to be one of the top two contenders for the Schluter medal, along with
McKenzie brings it out for the Donnies.
Riley McFarlane.
Out in the full by the looks of things.
Yeah, no, that's
It come off his foot
Yeah,
accidentally.
out in the
It wasn't out in the full. We've got Elbro bringing it in for the Donnies. Deep in defence, he's looking. They're all spreading for him. They're shouting to him down the line, down the line. And he
setting
comes
up here
down
with
the
two
line.
men, and it-
We had Walden get a hand to him. Elliott McCready. Good tackling.
Lockie Elliott
Waldharder
in
comes in
the
over
right
the top with a
position
strong
there.
tackle.
Elliott continuing to impress today. He's been fantastic.
It's been
I
good
thought.
for his body work. We've got a centre bounce. We've got East going up for the Donnies. Palms it off.
he's nearly following up his own footy there.
He was ruck and roving in the same time.
Burton with a little quick kick out.
Straight to Vitnall. Vitnall looks up, gives the hands away to Tyson.
Great handball.
Earlham puts it onto his right. Housen's coming forward. Can't get there in time. Comes out to Petrohalis, who's wrapped up.
And I think it's too high, actually.
It could, yes, I think
Is
the
it
umpire
is?
might have paid a free kick
Yeah.
here.
He has.
will
He
impress the
did
Willaston
get
supporters
too
around me
high
who called
free.
for
So
that.
we've got Olive
And
Petrohalis going for
give the
goals
man a whistle.
again. Bit
Wouldn't be
closer
much.
this time.
Wouldn't be much time left in the quarter. It's 27 minutes gone.
Petrohalis for the Donnybrooks lining up. Well within distance. The breeze has died down compared to what it was.
Yeah, it's not as strong.
Right on the
There you go.
siren. Right on the siren. The siren has sounded for the third quarter and
a bit of a helicopter.
he's missed it.
But
Unfortunately.
he's just missed that one. So at the end of the crucial third quarter, Willaston 10 goals 7 67 will be leading South Gawler 5 goals 7 37. On the Grant Birch Wine scoreboard, we'll be back after three-quarter time with a new commentator coming in for the marquee slot.
Alright, you guys are on now.
Because I've got a...
Hey, good on you, mate. Fucking good talking, buddy, and good luck with the season, Mossy. See you, mate.
And welcome back for the fourth quarter here, match of the day, really living up to its billing at South Gawler. Currently on the Grant Burge-Wine scoreboard, Willaston 10 goals 7-67, comfortably leading South Gawler 5 goals 7-37. The top side 5 goals down at the break. And joining us in commentary, we've got Hayden Moss from Willaston taking over from the great Joe Cirillo.
Yeah, cheers boys, good to be here, filling in for the last quarter, so hopefully we have a good one.
Well, you've got a lot to live up to after Joe's brilliant three-quarter performance.
Yeah, I'm sure about that. Joey's a bit of a character. It's hard to live up to him.
But it's a four-quarter game and Joe's
He's
not
left it
quite
three
filled the
quarters.
four quarters.
He's clocked off. Elbrow again.
Elbrow with a great clearance here for the Donnybrooks. Going deep. Housen stayed down for that one. Probably the right decision.
So we've got Zachy East. And I think he just missed that.
He's actually
missed a lot out in the full.
A little bit hungry there.
Anything inside 50, you got to go for it.
That's right. We're bringing the ball out.
I can tell you're a forward, Mossy.
Yes. Definitely that, yeah. Deacon holding it up there for a contest, another stoppage. Hopefully Big Kirk can get up here and give Willaston first use.
Arnold with the first tap on it there.
Willaston player going straight through there. Getting wrapped up. Another reset. Another ball up.
Just another one. Another one for the day.
Quite surprised how the weather's held off for this game.
It's been really good, actually. The wind has dropped right off now. Still seeing the Aboriginal flag flying proudly above the football club here, with the two clubs wearing their Indigenous Guernseys today.
Yeah, it's brilliant to have the round to celebrate the contributions for the Indigenous players and people.
And it's magnificent for especially for those boys in your team, Sean Childs and his cousin designing the Willaston Guernseys for this year.
Oh, definitely. Sean's played a massive part with the Indigenous awareness at the Willaston Footy Club.
He's a great role model too.
Yeah, a couple of years ago we had another Guernsey as it's gone forward to the skipper and Tyson Earlham, who have a shot directly in front of
Looking for his second goal for the day.
Yeah, you can always pencil in Tyson for a couple. He loves to float up forward and grab a couple.
And as captain, he kind of demands the footy a little bit.
Yeah, if you don't kick it to him, he doesn't really like it, so he'll let you know about it.
You wouldn't want to go to training that week if you didn't kick to him.
You'd have to pencil him in.
It'd help if he rocks up on time to training.
Nice goal.
And the first one for the quarter.
You're not
goes
letting
to
a couple of secrets slip, are you, Mossy?
No, he owns his own business, so he's obviously work comes first.
And Willaston another goal, really surging ahead here in a game that could put them into clear second spot with a couple of the other results going today. This is a massive game for the Donnybrooks. Can set their season up beautifully.
Yeah, definitely. There was a lot of talk during the week about the build-up to the importance of this game, not only for wearing the Indigenous Guernseys, but as well as top of the table, versing South Gawler in first place. So we're the only team to knock them off, and hopefully we can do it again today.
And there's always a lot of feeling between these two teams, and you throw in the Ahern Memorial today.
Yeah, exactly. The Ahern Cup in the 17s game, and I'm pretty sure it's the Heinrich again.
Yeah, that's right, Mossy. Yeah, yep. No, there's always big feeling, and as Joe said before, and I've said, like, you don't.
Willaston
Doesn't matter
looking
if
to
you're
clear the ball from half
first
back
or
here.
last. There's always a bit of
Driving
feeling.
long.
Go, Johnny!
Erlen being held there.
We're on the bottom of the pack again.
Yeah, Tyson just jumped over the top there and locking up for another stoppage.
Whitworth spent a lot of time on the bottom of the pack today. Hasn't been able to find any space at all.
No.
Willaston giving him no room to operate. I think when he goes into the bar later, he'll be looking behind him to see where his opponent is. We're at the bottom of the pack again. Manages to get it out.
And the Willaston boys just dived on it there to create another stoppage.
And Mossy, at Willaston this year with Andrew Jarman as coach, is there a real sort of mindset of playing physical footy?
It's not only physical, it's just playing your role. Everyone has a role, everyone's going to attack the ball hard and protect each other. So he's brought a lot of structure and a lot of feeling about the group. And it just, it feels good to be around the footy club at the moment.
And South Gawler, is physicality a big part of your mindset?
Yeah, 100%. I think that's pressure. Physicality brings
With traffic
pressure.
coming from central distance, that seems to be a strong theme with people who've been involved at Elizabeth.
We probably pride ourselves on a lot with our pressure because that's where it starts anyway. And you watch the sort of the AFL teams, the ones that are actually any good, always have that forward line pressure and from
There's a
start
big
to
tap
finish.
from Arnold there. Ball bounces around, flicks out now.
I think Burton's got a little quick kick out there. Sani handball over to Golding. Golding back to...
And ball taken over the boundary line
Great
there.
attack there by Josh Walhutter, just taking it over the line there.
Waldhutter,
That's
fourth
one
quarter
man that
specialist,
goes
looking
very
to
hard
lift
at
this
footy.
quarter.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to be in the path of the ball and Wally, because he'll just keep running and pick up the ball and kick a goal on you. He's a
And
machine.
last week's fourth quarter was a clear example of that.
Ball out the back. Arnold with a little slap over the top.
Ash Fry over a little pick up, kick forward. You got Harry
Elbow
Elbow there. You
again.
got Zach
He's
Eastbury
right.
in the pocket. He takes a
East
strong
was
mark.
quite
Ooh.
clear.
I reckon
He'll be
easy
paid the
25
mark
there.
and should be getting a 25-metre penalty on top of that.
Yeah, I
And
think Easty milked it there a little bit, but
he
you
may
got to
have
milk
milked it a little bit, but there was one paid earlier in the game up this end, and it's got to be paid both ways.
Oh, definitely. As soon as you're late to the contest and elect to push over that player, it's an instant sort of 50, 25.
Especially these days. Yeah, it's not.
Let's just hope he kicks it.
Maybe the footy gods might help.
Coming in now. And
Yeah,
thuds
there
it straight into the post.
Straight into the woodwork there.
Didn't have the confidence in going around the corner with a banana. I think Mossy might have ticked that.
No comment there.
We're bringing the ball out. Straight down the guts to Burton. That's what you need, a bit of direct.
South have to take the
Pisani.
game on now.
Pisani with a
running
bounce
through
in the
mud.
middle, in the absolute
Not the best
mud.
place to bounce it.
Chased by Kelpie there, but couldn't quite get there. We got Clinchy competing down there with Hudson, I believe.
Yep, that's correct. And
Bit of a
Barch picks up the
mismatch.
ball.
But it's really
Ash Fry
classy
going to
there.
cut it off. Oh, good spoiler
Barch
there
to
by
get
Ash.
him. Ooh, bit of a
Unfortunately,
Looks
high
like
there.
he may have given
Scoop
away a
him
free
high.
kick. And Jaden Gurney to have a shot on goal. What's his chances, Clayton?
I would back him in every day of the week. He's a very good
You've backed
kick of
every
footy.
one of your teammates today. Can we get some honesty?
Yeah, no, I actually would back Gurney, and he's a very good kick of the footy. Good young lad, and finds the footy pretty well. Just hopefully he can live up to my talk here. And that's why I said it was never in doubt.
Umpire
Teeks.
was in perfect position
Very
there,
close to being the commentary curse there.
but that was
Very
beautiful
close.
goal umpiring on
We've
display.
nearly had
It
we've
was
had
in
a few of
perfect
those today,
position.
Mossy. We've
And
had
South
Goldie have a
Gawler,
shot from
really
about 15
important
metres
goal.
out, and Teeks has called it. He couldn't miss from there, and he's nearly hit the behind post.
There's nothing worse than the old commentary curse. You talk up your teammates, your mates, and all of a sudden
South Gawler desperately needed that goal to remain any chance in the game.
Yeah, for sure. It was a good.
And they can't afford to mess around with the ball. They've got to go straight down the middle whenever they can now.
Direct footy at the moment.
As young Arnold goes up, gets over his
Dare
opponent.
again on the floor.
Harry Elbow with a quick kick out to Kelpie. Kelpie rolls on. Oh, average kick.
Copped a big push in the back late there.
Whitwer.
Yeah, Kelpie will get up though. He'll take a hit and get up and go again. So
Oh my lord.
I don't know how that wasn't holding the ball there, but
Crowd starting to get a bit fired up now.
We're again on the bottom of the pack.
Wally and Harry time up there. We have another stoppage just in the pockets of Willaston's forward 50.
Willaston making all the attacking at the moment. And young Arnold really getting up, but not able to get his hand to the ball that time. Starting to get over the top of his Willaston opponent in this quarter.
Yeah, he's got some leap on him, the young fella.
Yeah, unfortunately we're not really blessed with too much height. We just got big K-Rod Kurt in the ruck, and then we just got Eastie. He's only just over 6 foot himself, so not really too blessed, but
Here he is again,
we
the
do,
big
pretty
man.
physical in the ruck.
Big knock from Arnold, just knocking it forward for the Lions.
And wrapped up by Walhudder, and we'll have another stoppage.
I think Waldhurt is going to set up behind the contest.
Oh yeah, definitely. He'll be the general holding back and then dictating where the ball's going to go next.
Kenzie out of the pack.
Just a high bowl.
It's going anywhere. He's
Got
never
his
got
own ball.
footy again.
And
We try to keep it in, but
almost.
we'll
That would have been magnificent if he'd kept that in.
it would have been unreal if he kept that in and snagged it from there. But watch him, he's very lively around the forward 50, and hopefully we can snag a goal here. See what happens.
Got a boundary throw in about 35 metres out from the Willaston goal in 10 minutes. 10-minute mark.
Umpire lets the play go on for a while there, then pays a free kick.
Yeah, Harry Elbow just quickly tried to throw the ball out there, disguised as a handball, but didn't get away with
Looking
it.
to clear now. Quick chip across. Looking to switch the
Dare
play.
to
They've got
Whitwer.
players loose on this near
We're
side.
out to press.
As Kelpie comes
Very nice
across,
spoil.
and a
Really
nice
good
spoil
spoil
there
there.
by young Harrison McKenzie. He's came from Gold Coast and family friends of our president Aldo Passon, and came across and decided to come play footy with us. Had a nasty broken arm in the pre-season internal trial, so it's good to see him playing.
You didn't get him, did you?
Nah, he's self-inflicted, unfortunately.
Dare with another kick.
As we see another ball up about to happen on the near wing, right in front of our commentary position.
Arnold
K-Rod
again
gets
with a
up.
big-
Arnold right up, but Sizer wins the ball at ground level.
We'll have another stoppage here.
Great strong tackle from Willaston there once more. I think these umpires will have very tired arms tonight. And a free kick for holding paid here.
To Jackson Dare against Tyson Earl.
Jack O'Dare getting another touch to his multiples that he's racked up for the day.
He's had a few, that's for sure. Little chiseling kick
Very
into
low
Barch.
kick.
Barch over to... Nearly taking a mark there, Kane officer. Pisani's just stolen out of his hip pocket and he's kicked a sausage.
That's
Definitely
a
a goal.
great
that,
little goal
South
for
Goal
the little
needed
man.
to, try and get back into the game here last quarter, last sort of roll of the dice.
That's
Yeah,
a
for sure,
beautiful
that's-
roving goal from the small fella there. As that takes the South Gawler to 7-7-43, playing Willaston 11-8. 84 it should be.
So 7-7-49 there.
Oh, yep, they've just changed it over.
Just needed to update it there. They didn't quite get across quick enough to change it for you there.
I'm not sure that the Willaston score is 100% correct, but we'll wait for that to be updated.
As we start here now in the middle with Big K-Rod and Brodie Hudson, we'll see who gets over the top here.
Bit of a big slap there from Hudson.
And clearing kick from
Hack
Earlham off the
deck.
ground.
It's a good idea at the moment. Get the ball out in the
Bailey
space.
Zobel speeding for the ball with Tippins and Earlham.
Great
Bit of
recovery
dance.
from Earlham.
And great spoil there from Zachy East.
East wraps the player up after the spoil. That's brilliant double effort. As Andrew Jarman urging his charges on here.
Yeah, he's very vocal and a very good communicator. It's what you really need in the Barossa at the A-grade level.
The ball just paddled over the sideline there.
Still in.
South Gawler very happy with that, I think.
Yeah, Dylan Vintnell with the 71 just taking it over there.
Ashley Fry coming off with a bit of pain there.
Bit of a stinger on the shoulder, it looks
Yeah,
like.
hopefully it's just a knock to the shoulder. We got next week off with the associations around, so hopefully he'll be back for Barossa the week after.
At Fry's age, osteoporosis could be a problem.
He's at the ripe old age of 31. He should be all right for a few more years to come.
Let's have for Hudson Golding.
Great tackle from Lockie Elliott. It's been an absolute beast today.
Yeah, the dude, as Jars calls him, he is just a menace. He loves the physicality of it.
Playing grown man football is the way I like to describe it. He has been monstering people.
He and Josh Waldhutter are the two blokes you don't want to get tackled by because they will make you feel it, that's for sure. Great tap down there by Tyrrell, and Harry Elborough just got locked up there and spilled it out, got done for holding the ball.
Bassani. Bassani looking to drive it forward.
Goes deep.
Big Chris James, and I reckon he might have get.
Yeah, that's
free
against
kick.
Lockie Elliott there. He's
Yeah.
just come across the front of the pack and just completely taken out the South player there.
Chris James should have a nice little set shot.
Yeah, he'll come around a bit more here, and yeah, Chrissy James, I know he can kick well, but he is a ruckman, so we'll see how we go here.
I am going to back him in here, Mossy.
Okay, the curse again.
No curse. You got to back your skipper in.
Yep, as he walks in, bit of a stutter to start it off. And
he's kicked it.
Oh, I'm not too sure about that. We'll see what they call it. So,
I'm directly behind it, and I think it might have gone over the top of the post,
yeah,
which could be called either
over
way.
the top, but they've called it a goal, and
That
hopefully
could be called
Willaston
either way,
can
and
restart and go back and get it.
I have no problem with that being called a goal.
From here, it looked like it just split the middle.
If the posts are about another 5 metres high, I would have hit dead centre, I reckon. So it's all right. We'll give you guys that one as the scoreboard reads 8-7-56 to 11-8-74 Willaston Way.
On the Grant Burgewine scoreboard here on the Match of the Day broadcast for the BLG. And we're calling the game live. We were lucky to overcome some technical difficulties earlier. AV guy Sam
with another hit out
another
to
brilliant
Norman
job.
with a nice clean take to Golding. Golding to Bassani, probably off his shin.
So the clinch is running half of the ball here. Just gets pushed over, but it's all right. Harry gets rid of it. Doesn't go the required distance.
Just knocked forward by the Willaston player.
Bassani,
It's tough footy now.
Spider Everett.
Bassani throwing himself in at everything.
And
Chris
take the
James
ball
happy
over
to
the
take the
line
ball
by
over.
Chris James.
Now he'll get ready and he'll take the ruck contest. He's in charge of that. I think he's pretty happy with that outcome.
Tippins tackled by Harry Elbrow.
Yeah, Harry is a great tackler. He's a very fast-moving player around the ball, and yeah,
He's got great closing speed.
Yes, he does.
Golding
His
breaking
first
out of
4
the
or 5
pack.
metres are
Little
really
slip
quick.
kick.
Rigney's taking the ball.
With a nice little trap there. He probably fancies himself here and missed.
Probably just push it out to the right a little
Yeah,
bit.
just a little bit.
Need another couple of steps to steady.
We have Sean Childs to bring it out. We'll see what he can do here with the ball.
I'm betting that he'll go the far side, the defensive side of the ground, as he does. A big kick out there. Quite happy to see the ball go over the boundary line.
Plenty of action on the outside wing today.
Yeah, we're used to an extra 10 metres either side of the oval. It's a bit narrower than Willaston at Elliott Goodger. So
The Riggs wing, we've renamed that today after
Hudson
Riggs'
with a
performance in
massive
that
punch
second
out
quarter.
the ruck. Bassani showing some fight here.
and we'll have a ball up in the forward 50 for South Gawler.
Jackson Dare with a throw.
And the throw spotted there by the umpire.
Let's just see what Deacon Davis can do with this ball. Hopefully we clear it out of South Gawler's forward half and we'll go from there.
Go out wide again. Deliberately trying to go around Pat White. The key defender from South Gawler has become a real obstacle for most teams, and the Donnybrooks have done well today with their plan to kick around and over him.
Yeah, you don't want to kick near him. He's a very good intercept defender. Yeah, the first time we played South in round 3, he was intercepts left, right and centre, so just to try and keep it away from him.
As we see Dylan Vittnell just stretching out in front of us, walking along the sideline.
Yeah, I think his leg just might have got caught underneath a tackle prior before, so he's just coming off for a rest and hopefully he'll stretch it out.
As we'll have another boundary throw in on that outer half forward flank. Supporters over there have a great view of the action. And we have a final score from Newry Oval. Newry 16-11 to Anguston 5-5, an absolute thrashing.
Jeez, I wouldn't have predicted that. I thought Anguston might have got over the top of Newry there. But
Can you read that score again, please, Tex?
That was Newry 16-11 to Anguston 5-5, Clayton.
Yeah, wow. Your mob.
Yeah, struggling a little bit with injuries at the moment, the Panthers.
Yeah,
and Newry have been
had a
in
few
some
out.
good form of late, really starting to come together.
Yeah. Do you know if Somerton and that played today? Somerton
Don't
and Miles?
believe so.
Don't? Oh, okay.
Come on, Johnny!
I had some...
there's a bit of action behind the play
What's
here
going on
between
here?
Patrick White and the dude, Lockie Elliott. I think Patrick White knocked him a bit high and the umpire down the ground has called a free kick to Lachlan.
And the main mullet about to drive the ball forward.
As he kicks it out wide, a bit of a
Tumbler.
over-under.
Norman. Tippins chip kick
It's
to...
a lovely chip kick, but unfortunately
Dare.
his
And he's taken it
Dare
on.
looked like he'd fallen over, but he manages to hang on to that. That's pretty impressive.
Ball's just sticking to him today.
And Clayton, your role again.
Yes, and it's a 21-minute mark of the last quarter. So,
But what are you thinking for this?
from here, Jackson, actually a very good kick. I'm going to back him in again.
And splits
And
the
that's
middle.
when you know your players, I guess.
Clayton Cameron getting it right for a change.
Yes, that's probably...
No, he's got the last couple right. He can't be too bad. And just got a quarter time score for the AFL as well. We've got Adelaide Crows 2-1-13 to Brisbane 3-4-22.
As we see the ball go back into the middle now. Desperation time for the Lions now. They're
a 2-goal
getting
game
back.
now.
2-goal down.
Yeah.
Really in this contest.
Got Paddy White just gone
Norman,
forward there.
handball up to Golding. Golding breaking out of the centre.
Long kick.
Hopefully Jamie
Anyone?
Clark. Oh, no.
Desperate defence here.
Might have been a bit of a hit there.
Willaston player
Clark
at the
got
bottom
a
of
bit
the
a whack
pack,
there from
just being
Christy
sat
James,
on.
but nothing called there.
And we'll have a bounce just inside the boundary line in the forward pocket. South Gawler pushing
James
hard. James
to
with a quick
elbow.
tap
Harry
back.
elbow read it beautifully off Chrissy's hand there.
But
Wally comes
there's
across. It's a hot footy here.
1-on-4 contest.
Kelpie knocks it forward and it will come
Out
out
of bounds.
for
A good win. As I
boundary
said,
throw-in.
it developed into a 2-on-4. Very lucky to get that ball out of bounds, Willaston.
Keep working, Izzy. Guys, get on there. Find someone. Skip it. In.
Young umpire giving himself some room to work here, coming in.
Find someone.
Looking to have some of the senior players lift here for Willaston, and hopefully in this last 5-10 minutes of the game we'll come out victorious.
Come on, Wriggles.
And as we see Willaston, Tyson Earlham, the captain, just getting his hands on the footy there and making sure it didn't go anywhere.
Arnold with another slap forward.
And Lockie Elliott
Intercept.
just knocks it forward to Elbro. Elbro hands off to Tyson. Tyson kicks it forward just over the top
Went the
of...
hands through Zobel, I think, there.
And the South player just jumped on the ball, no attempt to get rid of it, and was wrapped up.
Must have a stoppage just outside the 50 of Willaston there.
Willaston, if they get a goal now, can probably nearly
Pisani with another
Thanks,
touch
Emma.
there. Kicked it out.
Oh,
Lucky
he's dropped the
there for
mark. He
K-Rod,
almost
fumbled
had
it.
completed.
Whitwer breaks through the tackle.
Whitwer, like a bull, straight through.
Little barrel there.
Yeah, Maxi Fraser is just
Clean
solid
up
back
that
there.
fight.
Clean
Fraser
hands.
with composure.
Just a little chip to Deacon Davis with Whitwer closing.
Whitwer again.
Oh, Josh
Whitwer's
Whitwer
taken
taking over.
Backs
He's
himself
swung that
there.
back.
And that's a
He has
sausage.
swung that back, Buddy Franklin
And the
style.
crowd is going wild. And he's loving it.
And Whitwer looks like he is trying to lift the South Gawler team
Lift
onto
him
his
off the
shoulders.
canvas. That was a very good goal.
That was a brilliant goal. And it was a one-man goal. He did it all himself. And that brings
Definitely,
the
he's
Donny
kicked
Brooks
it forward and turns
back
it
to
over, but then
within
he
one
got it back and then finished
Sorry.
off nicely.
brings South Gawler back to within one goal.
With
And
24 minutes
Willaston
played.
need to hold on here and find somehow to get the ball forward.
Could potentially be a draw here if the scoreboard is correct.
Could be a draw. That would be an absolute boil over.
No, we've got a very good game here for match of the round, so we'll see how this ruck contest go with K-Rod getting first hand to it. It looks like we'll have a stoppage straight away in the centre of the ground.
Burton picking himself up off the ground there. 25 minutes gone in the last quarter.
So we're into time on in the last quarter.
A big punch away.
Real crunch time now to see who wants this the most. And Willaston player just dragged the ball in there.
Yeah, it's young Terrell Rigney.
Probably a little brave trying to drag it in there at this stage of the game. There's a good win for
Sani.
the South Ruckman on that
Sani to
occasion.
Golding. Golding out to Whitwer, the man of the moment.
Whitwer drives it forward.
Big mark
Lucky there by
opportunity
Jamie
there.
Clark. He's just got rid of it. He's getting tackled after getting rid of it, but
Manages to
umpire
fall
will,
onto the ball.
Call that for a ball in.
Big contest here. Arnold with the slap forward. Here we go. We got Nathan Barch on the run here.
Unable to corral the
Patrick
ball.
White.
A little kick off
Yeah,
the
it's a
ground
very
there
hot
at the
footy there
boundary.
in the South Gawler forward.
Willaston
50
driving
as
the ball.
Rigney kicks it out.
South pushing
Sends
it
it back
Patrick
in
White.
to Patrick White.
Ooh.
Patrick White with a mark. He's got the chance to tie the game now. It's a very gettable kick. 35 metres from goal. Not much angle to speak of.
What are you thinking here, Clayton? You're backing him in. He is a half-back. He loves going forward for a goal, but what's the chances here?
Patrick's
the
not
pressure
always
on
the
his
beautiful
shoulders.
kick at all. So I'm going to go with he might miss it. Hoping I'm wrong.
Well, I'm hoping you're right, and hopefully he misses this one as we're going late into the last quarter here.
Coming in now. Kicks the ball. Goal umpire doing a fair bit of work.
And it's hit the woodwork,
He
but
hammers
that's
the
actually a
woodwork.
handy point for South Gawler if the
Yes,
scoreboard
correct.
is correct there. So they come
South,
within
a
a
quick
goal.
goal now
so
will get them the win.
5-point game. This could be a,
South have come from the clouds, same as Willaston did against Kapunda last week.
could be a
Have
master
Kapunda
move
got the
from
fit?
Patrick White.
Willaston got the fitness, Mossy.
yeah, we should do. We've had a very big pre-season. Obviously, we're over halfway through now, but all the boys are doing the extras and doing the extra runs. So hopefully, we'll be able to have the legs for the last quarter here.
We've got a 27 minutes gone in the last
And
quarter.
final
So
score from
we-
Williamstown. Tanunda 10 goal 8, beating Barossa 6 goal 13.
Elbrow's tried to run and bounce the ball at the same time and been caught.
Yeah, it's not very often that Harry gets picked up there, so he'll be gutted with himself, especially this dying stages in the last
We got
quarter.
Going
another
forward
big
now.
contest here. Well, he's
Screaming
might have
for
been
a free
bit of
kick.
everything there, I think.
Very lucky to get away with it
The
there.
Willaston supporters over in the pocket there, the Brandon Noddle pocket.
They're very vocal.
Yeah, the old boys of Willaston, yeah, they're very vocal.
Oh, it's a bit high there.
Yeah, it's definitely high
And this
there.
is Jackson Dare. Could cap off a nice game.
What the hell, said one of the young supporters. I think there's a lot of people
He's nearly been
thinking the same
decapitated.
thing.
Yeah, very unfortunate there. I think Michael clinched the tackle there. Maybe Dad dropped his knees a bit and unfortunately got it a bit high.
You might have just slipped, yeah, a bit of a slip in the tackle there. And one of the days where you can't afford to do it, I guess.
And another real pressure kick here. Kicking for the win.
Hopefully
Every
it's
kid's dream.
Good as a kick as Patrick White here. Hopefully it's hit the post another point. See how we go.
Jacko rolls in, and he's kicked it. The line's hit the front.
Lions are up by a point. An absolute boil over at Eldred Riggs Reserve.
Yeah, South has really got on
We're
top this
deep
last
into
quarter.
time on. South Gawler have just taken the lead with a clutch goal.
28 minutes gone.
Jackson Dare with one of the biggest goals of his career.
It's probably capped off a nice day there for Jackson.
He has been sensational.
He's kicked a couple of goals, had plenty of touches.
Yeah, let's just hope the scoreboard's correct there, and it will hopefully.
That's
Hopefully it isn't, but yeah, we'll see how we go. Hopefully this next contest here in the middle, we're just going to clear and kick forward.
Now, crucial centre bounce here. Kurt Sizer gets up, gets his hand to it.
And Josh Waldhuller just ran his body straight through there, going for the ball.
And that's the final siren.
And if the scoreboard is correct, South Gawler have won the game by a point.
South Gawler players celebrating heavily. Believe that is a 1 point win to the top-ranked Lions on a big day for the South Gawler Football Club. One of the biggest rivalries in BLG footy.
Oh, definitely. And it's all about a four-quarter performance. Unfortunately, Willaston didn't get on top in the last quarter, but that's what happens. It's football. You've got to play competitive football for the whole 4 quarters. You can't rely on the first 3 to do the job. So
That's right, Mossy.
And
we'll definitely review that.
We were wondering which player was going to stand up. Josh Whitworth, the man who took the game on, lifted his teammates onto his shoulders with that barging play, that running goal.
Bit of inspiring play from Wits there. So it's been good.
Definitely. He's kicked it long and turned it over and then worked back and got the ball again. So and finished off a nice goal to really set up South as well in the last quarter. So.
And we'll wait for the umpires to confer with the goal umpires just to make sure the scores are correct. But morale boosting and a great win for the Lions. Clayton, thank you very much for joining us on the call today.
No worries, thanks for having
And
me.
Mossy for your 1 quarter of brilliance.
Yeah, no worries at all. I would have came out here early if I knew Joey wouldn't be able to do it, but Joey is quite entertaining, and
Joe Cirillo, absolute superstar. Thank you to Joe.
Yeah, he's an amazing man, and he's a great person to come to the footy club. His son Anthony came out a few years ago, played some 17s, went to school with a few of the boys, and he was their runner, and then all of a sudden played a couple of games for us, and ever since then he hasn't missed a training. So he's definitely someone you want around the footy club. He's just a vibrant character.
And I believe the goal umpires are happy with that score.
So it means South Gawler won by a point.
South Gawler by a point in one of the most exciting games of the year.
You could say one of the match of the rounds.
Definitely worthy of the title.
Yeah, like you were saying
very much.
before, Clayton, it doesn't matter where Willaston or South are, it's always a very close game. Willaston could be dead last and South could be top, and yeah, it's always a close game with the rivals. So
yep, it's been, and it hasn't disappointed again today. It could have gone either way, obviously, and yeah, just sort of, as you said, Teeks, Wits, probably the last 10 minutes of the game really lifted South over the line, and he plays with a lot of passion, so I think that's what blokes lift off that, so it's good.
Thank you very much. That's us signing off from South Gawler Oval. We'll be back to broadcast Match of the Round next week. And thank you very much, guys.